I can't smell consequences.
No. I don't even know what it means.
I smell something in the wind.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm rolling a 20? Or do I just roll damage?
I'm not going to make you roll the hit. I technically.
It's a big window. It's not moving.
You want to do your mace.
2d8 plus
2d8 and a d10 plus 1. Just to give you a sense, like a normal person's punch does a d4.
18, 19.
19 points of damage. So there's a fun little table here that we use to figure out how big a hole you make in things. Let's see. Let's call that glass would be 4 structural rating, but there's also like a reinforced concrete wall. We'll say it'll average to about 6. So 19 minus 6. So 13 points of damage get through. You smash open a hole in the side of the building. You don't just get glass, but like, portions of the outer wall. 20 feet across, which is
Good.
4 inches by the scale that's written on your sheets.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, so you moved in and you attacked. You're done. I'm just curious how those civilians are going to take this.
Hopefully they'll run the other way, which is off the map.
Deeper into their... Well, they're in the
Well,
building.
they're in the building, yeah.
Yeah, so, you kind of threatened them, okay. So yeah, they're fleeing back into the depths of the building. All right, next is Tigris.
6.
I don't know much about nuclear energy, Mom, but it seems rather serious. What are we to do?
So we're at the drain.
What?
Drainage building.
Drainage building.
What's the number of the letter?
6.
It's a number 6. Number 6, the drainage building. Okay. Contaminated sludge is oozing out of its compartment on the side of the drainage building and flowing down toward the causeway. You see the causeway? Yeah. Toward which are running several groups of evacuees. They want to get out on the causeway to some boats that are there to escape the area, and this is going to block them.
This is the perfect time to breed some new superheroes.
Half these people coming out of here. So they're trying to get out here, but there's sludge in the way.
Those are backup characters.
So,
Hop on, Mom. I can run faster than you.
Okay, then we'll try to get out and ahead of these people.
Okay.
And I'll just be,
Yeah, redirecting toxic sludge is not really a thing that's in your
no.
particular.
I'm redirecting those people.
Got it.
I want to get out ahead of
that's
the people
totally a thing.
and say we need to go back the other way.
Could you please turn to your second character sheet?
Okay.
And his movement rate, if you hop on his back, is somewhere around this area.
His
Move.
round is 16/60.
So when he first starts running, he goes 16, which will be 1.6 of these little squares.
Okay.
You probably want him to go faster than that, so he should spend 2 points power,
Okay.
doubling that to 3.2,
Okay.
and then you can go 3 squares and we'll dice off the 0.2. See how far you get.
Okay.
Just move his counter, because you're on his back.
All right. So where are
The stuff, is that the building?
That's the building, and there's...
It's basically flowing like that.
Okay. And where the...
They're coming down from here.
Okay, so I can move 3 spaces?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
2, 3.
Okay. And roll a d10. If you roll a 1 or 2, you get another space because we're dicing off of the fractions.
Can you go diagonal?
Yes, I'll allow diagonals. Okay, so you're that. That's close enough to be visible to the evacuees. What do you want to do now that you're in their path?
I'll just... There's dangerous material this direction. We need to redirect further this direction, so I'm trying to.
All right, so
I don't know which.
There's rules for this. It's called a influence task. So
Really
I'll say you have a minor. What's your? All right. So for each of your basic characteristics, strength, endurance, agility, strength, endurance, agility, intelligence, and cool. You have your score, and then you have a save. What is your cool save?
11.
So your base chance on a d20 is an 11 or less. We're rolling low in this game on a d20 instead of high. And I'm giving you a +3 because you have an advantage over these people. They're fleeing from a disaster, and you're all superhero-y and stuff. So that'll take your chance to a 14.
Okay.
And you want them to what? I'm gonna say it's analogous to leaving an area, but not in a hostile, like driving the supervillains away thing. They think they need to get there. Well, I'm going to subtract a -3 from that. So you're back to an 11. Roll a d20, and let's see if they... Oh, wait, before you do that, let's see if you have anything else that can apply to this task. So your background is... Oh, you're an actor! I'll give you another +3, so you're up to 14. Because of your acting ability, you can emote and project your voice and stuff.
Follow me! I know the way!
Excellent!
Oh, no.
What? No?
This is 17.
All right, they're still coming. That's round 1. Shutterbug. Wait, no, who are you?
I am Shutterbug.
You're Shutterbug, I thought so.
All right.
But I also had a -3.
Oh,
so it
I
was
didn't catch
14.
that. So as we're drop jetting over the nuclear power plant, I'd like to be dropped off near this generator maintenance tower number 1.
Okay, hang on, just give me a second. We just did 6 drainage buildings, so that's Tigris. Okay. What was the number again?
It's I.
Generator maintenance tower number 1.
So is the tower? Can you describe the tower for me as we're flying over it?
Yeah. Let's see where you are. Right. So these are like machines on scaffoldings, like metal scaffoldings going up several stories. And looking at them, you've no idea what those machines do.
Okay.
With walkways around them and stairways going up and down.
Okay. So as we're flying over, what I'd like to do is look at those various scaffolds and towers, and if I see any place where there are obviously people, I'd like to drop out of the jet and cling to the side of whatever that tower is.
You don't see any people. What you see are alarms and blinky lights going off that looks like there's some machinery that needs attention. You'll just have to figure out what it's all about.
Right up my alley.
Okay. All right.
I'll drop off near some blinky lights, and I'll push some buttons, and it'll be fine.
Well, hold on. So your background, your on your character sheet versus background.
I'm a video engineer and web journalist.
Video engineer and web journalist.
Slightly techy?
Yeah.
See if you can get on the internet.
I'll just YouTube some instructions.
Make an int save, and I will give you a +3 for your techie background.
So do I roll 20?
You're rolling a 20-sided die. What's your int save?
My IN, is that between
Yes,
agility and
intelligence,
CL?
yeah.
Okay, 11.
11 + 3, you need a 14 or less.
13.
All right, so you look this stuff over, and what you actually see some cameras on stuff. So you're not on you, showing like different parts of the facility, and you figure out that you see a video image of some pipes, and as you watch, like ping, pang, the rivets along some of the pipe connections are bursting, and little streams of liquid are shooting out, and the fluid pressure in those pipes is way too high and needs to be stopped, or they're going to burst and cause potentially thousands and thousands of dollars in damage.
Sure.
So you want to, that was just a perception check to figure out what the situation is. Now you want to try to rebalance the pressure, and that's what all the controls are for.
Definitely.
So this is going to be another int save, and I'm not giving you a +3 on this one.
All right.
Now just remember, guys, be creative solutions. So if you can't stop it here, you might want to go where those pipes are and see if you can, do something physically at the site. Or you might choose to do that now if you don't think you can make this check.
So there are a variety of controls and buttons in front of you, it sounds like.
Yeah.
The monitor that I see, where I see the pipes that are leaking, what else is in the scene that I might be able to work with, if anything? Or are they just in the landscape?
So you concentrate your attention on the controls near the screen that you saw the problem in, which makes sense. I will give you a +3 for that. Now you can get a 14.
Okay.
So then I assume you look at the individual labels on the controls, try to puzzle it out. This is you doing that.
Definitely.
14 or less.
11.
Okay. You twist some dials and the pressure subsides. It's still tripping a little bit, but that doesn't look like there's an immediate threat.
I saved some property damage, guys.
Yay!
Well done,
Bow hunter? Oh, bow hunter. So you need to stock your bow with your special arrows.
Yep, I kind of made I guess I had 8 choices
Let me see. It's so
between these 6 options.
you have 6 kinds of things and 8.
Yeah, so I went 3, 3, 2, and 2.
Yep. Okay, that looks good.
All right.
So where did you land?
Well, I'm going to see how smoothly things are running at the lubrication facility.
Superior would say that, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I got this.
Keep your mind on your task, boy.
I'm focused. Don't worry, guys.
Lubricant silo 2, right? Site O. The silo is cracked and about to rupture, releasing a torrent of synthetic lubricant that could smother and drown anyone in the facility. 11 panicked plant workers have taken refuge in a nearby building, watching the silo in terror, but they're probably doomed unless you do something.
I have an ice arrow that just might stop that crack.
Awesome!
I think I'm going to fire the ice arrow and then get those people out of there.
Okay, awesome.
I don't have any dice, I forgot. Thanks.
Jack is Andrew.
Perfect.
Dice.
All right.
All right, so
I load up an ice arrow and take aim at that
so the way
impending doom.
The way your arsenal things work, these are attachments on regular arrows. So mark off a regular arrow as 2, because that's the delivery system.
Yep.
And so your ice is...
Ice is right there.
So you roll randomly to see how much ice you get on the target, and that break point is the amount of damage that, like if you iced a guy, they'd have to roll at least that much on a damage roll to burst out.
Okay.
And melts 1 point around, so it's not going to be permanent.
So I'm getting those people out.
And it does ice damage. It's not going to be a problem here. And it's a contact attack. There's 2 kinds of things. There's carried and contact. Contact is if your arrow hits at all, the effect goes off.
Sure.
Carried is if the arrow sticks in the target and does hit point damage, then the effect goes off.
Gotcha. All right, and then
all you gotta do is roll the hit.
And what
this is a special area. Your base to hit is 19. It's ways across we'll say a -2 for range. It's about 50 feet away, but it's this great big huge immobile tower, so I'll give you a huge plus for that. Anything but a 20 is going to hit. Check for a fumble.
Of course.
There's a confirming roll. Only if you get another 20 is it a fumble.
It is not.
All right, so you stick an arrow off to the side of the silo. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you for the damage roll of the regular arrow. That much. Don't roll really high. or you puncture the tank. But then freeze it, so.
Yeah.
5.
All right. Tunk.
Not a good start.
What have you done? What have you done now?
Nothing yet. Either way.
All right. That's bow hunter. All right. Next is hotshot.
Hotshot. Okay.
Hotshot, you fly.
Over the
are you flying?
warehouses. I'm in W.
W warehouses. Okay. Hotshot, nothing's happening there.
All right. I'm gonna take a careful look around. I'm gonna assume that you're saying there's nothing there.
You can be flying at anything up to your top speed after bailing out of the jump jet.
Okay, so my fiery flight.
Yeah.
I've got an acceleration of 16 inches.
Top speed of what?
Top speed of 256 inches.
So
Whoa, that's
25.6 of these squares. You could be anywhere. Where do you want to put yourself?
It could be anywhere.
Okay.
But if you fly super fast, then you're not looking carefully. Sounds to me like you want to just go to an adjacent place.
Now, we're all in radio contact with each other, right?
Yes, you are.
What do we not want to set on fire? That's what
Yeah, exactly right.
How about some lubricant?
Don't need to hear.
A bow hunter, or just anybody out there. Anybody need a hand with anything? I'm in an area that's clear, so I'm just gonna either check out new area unless someone else needs a hand right now.
Should probably check out.
All right.
There's lots of areas.
I'll find it.
Because I believe I am scaring
fine
the
here.
civilians
How
quite
are
enough
you?
on my own now.
All right. I'm gonna head toward.
Why don't you go in center?
Because I have no idea.
We got nobody in the center.
Yeah, and there's a reactor here. I'm gonna head toward Reactor 2.
Okay.
So.
And from
In Reactor.
as we go forward, guys, start being more careful about putting your figure in one of the little squares.
Oh, all right,
It's not a big deal right now, but later on things could happen where it matters more exactly where you're standing. So you're over what?
I'm over Reactor 2.
In R.
Which R? Thank you. Okay. All right, hotshot. An alarm is sounding, and you see a maintenance crew at the base of the tower scrambling.
All right, I fly up and I'm like, guys, everybody okay?
You
Anybody
fly
need any help?
down, and you're slowing down to where you
Yeah.
can talk to them. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody injured? Anything kind of damaged?
There's damage to this reactor, but we think we have things under control. Why don't you go check out Reactor 2? We're getting warnings from that one as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Am I
So
gonna-
Reactor 1.
Okay.
Go to Reactor 1.
Okay, so that's K.
yeah, that's right here.
Okay. Can I fly there in this turn, or is it?
No, you've slowed down to a stop to talk to these guys. So next turn, you can start accelerating again.
All right.
Okay. Okay. And then Schnoz.
I'm climbing up the cargo crane because I want to look around to see if I can see anything with my eyes, but I'm going to be sniffing with the schnoz too for trouble.
All right. So what area are we in?
L.
I'm in the cargo crane area L.
L. The Schnoz. A lot of these characters are from games I've run, or there are characters I've played. The Schnoz was actually a Champions character. There was some supplement or something that had random character generation rules in it, and I played in this guy's campaign, and I randomly generated the pre-console style. So I love him dearly. I'm sorry. What did you just say? What zone are we in?
It's
L. Cargo crane. So, what did you do? You were dropped off from the jump jet. Did you have them put you on the crane?
No, I
or are
got
you on the
dropped
ground?
off right next to the cargo crane on the ground, and I'm
Okay.
trying to climb up for a better view.
All right. So you start climbing up a little bit. What you see is there's a truck parked there, and 10 panicked, desperate people are fighting each other for access to that truck, clearly thinking they're going to use it to escape.
And how far away from me are they?
Each of those little squares, little 1-inch squares, are 10 movement spaces. What's the schnoz's movement?
My movement is 16, so,
So you go 1.6 of those, or 3.2 if you run.
I guess I'll push and run towards them.
Okay. So spend 2 power.
Down to 61. I run, and then a 3 gets me to them.
Yeah. Let me just pick a spot.
Where are they?
They would be kind of out in the middle of the parking lot. Let's put them here.
Okay. I did take a run to get
There you are. So as you approach the scene, one of the escapees, the power plant workers trying to get away, goes opens the back of the truck. Make a smell perception roll. So let me explain the thing about super senses. So you've got full scent, precognitive, and acute. Okay, so senses come in 3 levels. Basic senses are things where, generally speaking, you have to make a perception check to figure out what you're perceiving. And that's pretty much all normal human senses except for sight. You smell somebody nearby, you have to make a check to see if you know who it is. Full senses are like human sight. You look at a thing, you know what it is. But you'd still have to make a check to notice little details or little hidden clues. An analytical sense, the best analogy is the Terminator from the first Terminator movie, who looks at a gun and gets heads-up display of all the damn details. Okay, if with an analytical sense, you only need to make a check for the smallest, most secretive, little tiny issues. So you have +3 on acute, and it's a full sense of scent. Go ahead and roll that. 11 plus 3 is 4. No, senses are intelligence. So okay. 11 plus 3 will be a 14 to see if you determine any deeper things.
16.
Okay,
Fail.
Still, you smell machinery and, the little tang of electronics and machine oil, and that's coming from out the back of the truck. And you look, and there's robots in the back of the truck.
That's really weird.
All you've done is moved so far and made a perception check. You've still got an action.
I'm going to pull out my guns and shout, "Everyone away from the back of that truck!"
All right. Now this is not at all what these robots look like, and we need a different map. This is actually a battle scene.
What? I thought this was just a random accident.
It's a random accident with robots.
Those are the best kind of things.
Well, yeah.
Random accident is the name
Jack,
of
did
the
you
robots.
find me some civilians?
I put a stack of them behind the screen there.
You did?
Well,
No? Wait. Oh, okay. Thank you. So here's a portion of that section of the parking lot writ large. Can we have this next area clear? Jeez, the schnoz would have to be the one to discover this first. Okay. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Here's a truck, and here's a couple of robots, and I said that there was a person. Ew. That could be a person. And wow, dude, wow, I thought there were more normal people. Oh, there's one. These guys don't have bases.
Maybe they fell over dead already.
Radiation.
I'll just take these.
Can I just use dice for normal people or something?
I guess we could.
How many people?
You don't have to be fancy here.
What I said there were 10 all in all.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There you go. There's the people. And that's their hit points.
So that's the fireball.
3,000.
That's their truck.
He's the boss.
Yeah, now you're threatening them.
Are those wrong?
I'm here to save you.
Things I've
All
accumulated
right,
over the years
so-
of various things.
Basic set?
You came running down from, I'm going to say this is oriented the same way as the map.
And I was coming from that direction.
You were coming from that getting oriented. That's, oh, right.
I was
this is
here,
the
I
office
was
thing.
here coming to here, so I'd be going
Got
from there to
it.
here.
Got it. All right, so here's our, that's fine. It'll be that, and there was a guy there, and robots. This isn't really what they look like. What they look like are kind of vaguely like quadrupedal, like big wolf-sized things with on the fronts of their heads. There are these conical spinning things with like drills on them.
That's interesting, man.
Okay, and there's, let's put some people in there. Okay, good. Okay, so what do you want to do? You can see robots.
Right, so I said I pulled out my guns and shouted at everyone, "Get away from that truck!"
So you're okay. This will be your action if you're trying to manipulate the crowd.
Yes, intimidation.
Fine. What's your cool save?
My cool save is 11.
I'm gonna say they've just seen robots. That's an advantage to you.
And I have 2 big guns in my hands.
Yeah. All right, 14 or less. After modifiers.
5 this time.
Okay.
No 6. That's close enough.
Then, let's see. Okay, they're like backing away. They're clearly willing to leave, but they don't have the initiative right now. Okay. When it gets around to your turn, first thing they'll do is flee.
Sounds good.
All right, and
Right here.
that's Tattercloak. So you've got your gliding cloak,
Yeah, I'm gliding there.
right?
Yeah.
Sword out, still sheathed.
Still sheathed because I don't know if there's any
You got
So
some
do I see what
infrared
I see,
vision, and you're in what zone?
zone 2.
You're in zone. Are you facing
Outdoor
toward
parts
me or
store.
away? Huh?
Well, I mean, is there people there? That's the.
Well,
face the people.
why don't you
Yeah.
commit
I'm facing
to a
okay.
zone?
Okay, I'm in facing
Two.
these parts.
All right. So what you see is, it's like a little junkyard area, kind of a little bit more organized than that.
Okay.
It's just where they put bits of machinery that they don't want to throw away, but they don't have a use for at the moment, all piled up in stacks and neat rows, and you don't see anything happening there.
Oh, just turn around and go inward.
Okay.
I'll
And
go this
and
direction.
what is the top speed on your gliding?
32 only.
So 3.2 squares.
There's no acceleration listed, so I assume I can just go up to 32 and back as I need.
Yes.
Okay,
So you
I'll
go up
start
to
this.
3.2 squares.
start
Put
this
yourself where
direction.
you're going to be.
Well, I'll start this direction, but I'll stop if I see something interesting. I'm going to go.
Well, I want you to move first, and that's where you're going to be looking.
Okay, cool. I'm here in the water treatment area.
All right.
I don't want to just go past a bunch of fleas.
As you turn, there's a water tower, and it's because of like vibrations. Yeah, the water tower is going.
Oh, I don't know that I have anything that can stop a water tower. I think I might.
Wait, I'm showing you something that's happening before you can interact. The water tower falls, and there's this burst of water, and there's a crowd of people, about 15 of them, who get knocked off their feet by this wave of water, which then dissipates, and they're like lying on the ground, bedraggled and sputtering. There may be some slight injuries, and in the distance you see the chess jump jet and the pilot radio, so you can all hear this. I saw that water tower thing. Get those people together, and I'll come pick them up.
All right. Going to be. Well, I'm awesome at scaring people, but I don't know if that's good for getting them in one place. So I'm just going to fly down, impress everybody, and say, "Get over here! We've got a jump jet coming to take you away."
All right. I'm not going to require any kind of checks on that.
Okay.
It's
very
mentally draggled people. Superhero land says, "Come on, the escape vehicle is coming," and they're picking themselves up and dragging themselves over. Okay. All right. Back to you. Who are we dealing with? Gilgamesh.
All right.
So yeah, the people and they're like, you can still see the last few of them before, like some have crammed into an elevator, some are going out a side door that says stairs, others are just running out into the hallway.
Do I notice a particularly attractive female in what would appear to be nicer clothing?
Yes.
Like maybe she's an executive.
Yes, in fact, her nicer clothing's torn.
Then I fly over to her and I grab her around the waist and I say, "My lady, I am here to save you."
Okay, so she's
Smolder.
currently fleeing from you, so roll to grab. What is your...
No means no, Dave.
Generally...
I'm Babylonian. There's nothing about that in the Code of Hammurabi.
These numbers are Gilgamesh.
This is a typo on the sheet.
Yes.
Actually, 14. Actually, is
Did you have a male companion that was sort of
because
everything
your
doing?
mace has a bonus to hit.
So your chance to grab her is a 4. She's got a 0 physical defense.
There's a real-
14 or less. I'll give you a +3 because you kind of surprised her from behind. 17 or
7.
less. So you grabbed her around there. She screams and she's, "No, let go of me!"
They're like, "Calm down, my lady. I am here to save you and all your people."
Now that your feet are on the floor of the office, you feel the growing vibration of that crack that was racing toward the building.
You can feel the vibration. It's not only my love for you, it is the growing danger we are all in. I need your help to save you and your friends.
Oh, wow, okay. Big luck check. Has she got that kind of authority or ability? So everybody's got a luck number. It's kind of here on your character sheet. And by default you get a 10 or less, and I throw modifiers that. It's a thing we check if you ask me about something and I haven't predetermined what it is, right? And so which way does it go? The odds that this woman of the 10 who were watching, 9 who were watching, that she is a high-ish rank, and I'm going to say it's a little unlikely. So roll a d20, give me a 7 or less. Be nice to you, even.
Damn, 8.
All right. That's Bob over there. He's in charge. Ding.
So I can't get to the elevator to rip the doors
Yeah,
open?
you've moved and you've acted. So your turn is done, and the crack reaches the building, and the building starts to collapse.
Okay.
That's where you're at.
Okay.
We'll get back to you. Next is Tigress. All right, so you successfully... Wait, did you succeed or fail it?
I failed at my attempt to...
Oh, right, they're still coming. So what do you do?
Well, if persuasion will work, maybe...
I could try, Bob.
Yes. How about that? Exactly what I was...
Okay. So I'm going to have him push his roar. What's his cool save?
It's a 12.
And I'll give him a +2 for pushing that at a cost of 2 points of power.
Okay.
14, and I gave you guys an advantage already, so 3 more, 17 or less on a d20.
Okay.
We'll scare him off. No?
I got an 18.
They're more afraid of the nuclear power plant disaster than they are of a tiger. And they come racing toward you. And like as you're standing there, the stream of sludge kind of comes up behind you on its way, cutting them off from their escape. Shutterbug.
That's great.
All right, I am going to turn on my bug eyes, my infrared vision.
Yes.
And I'm going to scan the area as far as I can see in various directions, and also
Fair enough.
use my danger sense if that's appropriate.
Danger sense is a thing that kicks in automatically if you're in danger.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
So,
But-
I want to look for people. with my infrared.
And you are in what?
I'm in I, the maintenance
All
tower.
right,
on
let
the
me
scaffolding
just
machine.
take a look. That's BHJP.
So as I understood it, I was on kind of a tower that has some machinery on top of it. So
Yeah, it's
if
not
I'm out in the
terribly
open-
tall, and actually, where are you standing? There?
Yep.
You can really see south from there. North is sort of blocked by a lot of deer.
Okay.
But you can see into H, and in H, there's some bright spots of heat that you're not absolutely certain. Well, making it safe.
Can I tell how large they are?
That's basic infrared, right?
Yes.
Full infrared.
That's basic.
Making it safe. This is to tell what the flames are. That heat is.
14 and I'm on 11 minus.
All right. No. You're not sure. But there's not people. It's way too hot for that.
Okay.
Something super hot. And okay.
Oh.
That's H, and in P. You see, there's a building in there, within which you see a dull glow of warmth, which often means large crowds of people.
Okay.
Making it safe.
20.
20. You could check for a fumble, but I'm not going to do that to you. So you're not sure. And then also there's J.
These dice are still.
You see one guy. It's like more. Isn't that more? Yeah, it's more scaffolding, similar to the area you're in. And in there's one slightly muted human heat signature of somebody who making it safe.
Nope. 13 on the one.
Okay. There's one person for sure there.
Okay. So, having garnered that information, I'm going to broadcast on our communicator. Do I know where people are? Does my character know where people are?
No, you don't have a like a map with
Okay.
location spots.
I'm going to shout out some landmark in Area P and say, it seems like there might be a group of people near some landmark that I see in Area P. This tall building, or that colored.
What does it say?
It's the
Generator
maintenance tower 2. I just want to shout if I see some landmark over here that there are some people over there.
Okay.
That's great, but I'm fighting robots.
Fighting robots.
And then I'm going to, via some combination of running and leaping, I'll push myself in order to do that to run.
Yeah.
In and out extraction.
All right. So what's your normal move?
My normal move is 25. Leaping is 12 and a half.
Okay, so 25 is 2.5 squares. If you spend 2 power, you can go up to 5 little squares.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to make my way toward J.
All
Turbine generator.
right.
Where I saw that one
You can,
thing.
you can of course, turn off the infrared and just look with your regular eyes, too. And when you do that, you see there's like a booth, like the guy controls something, and there's just a little like telephone boothy kind of thing that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Only he's struggling with the door and trapped in that little booth.
Okay.
And this is J, right?
Yep.
And this didn't show up in infrared, but there's a like sickly orange cloud of something that's escaped from some machinery and is rolling toward him.
Toward the booth.
That guy's
Yeah.
gonna get superpowers.
Sweet. Boom, I have to stand in the way of superpower. All right, I think that's it for me.
Okay, hang on.
Did you watch his origin story unfold?
I'm just going to live blog it.
This guy's about to die.
Birth of a hero.
Exactly.
Oh,
All right.
you got it.
Next is Bow Hunter.
Yes.
Oh, Bow Hunter.
Oh,
So,
I got this. I will draw my other ice arrow.
okay. All you need to do is not a 20.
Basic stuff here. Come on
That's
now.
so unfair.
Oh,
Whack.
hold on.
Okay, twang. For fun, roll the, it says the breakpoint equals, and there's a die roll.
Yep, there's
Roll
a
that, add it all up, and tell me how much.
D10 plus a D12. Ooh, I'll steal that.
And you are in, is that O?
Oh. 10 total.
Okay, so that will melt at a rate of 1 a round.
Sure.
And when it's gone, maybe a little sooner if there's pressure behind that, right? That number is the hit point target number to break free. So if there's a pressure of even 2, then
I will use this gap of time to sprint towards the people and direct them to safety away from the crowd.
You see them watching through a window, and they were looking at that, and you patched it. And then when you missed the first time, there was like a, yay!
If any of you are filming this, just edit the first couple seconds out. Thanks.
All right, you run over to the building, and they come streaming out the door, and you say,
get out of here, get off the site, it's gonna go.
They flee. You have successfully solved. Okay. That was your action attack. Everybody gets an action and a movement phase, which you can take in either order, but you can't mix them, right? You can't move a little and take an action and then move some more. You've acted and moved, you're done. Next is Hotshot.
Hotshot. Okay, I am over Reactor 1, and
they said you were 2.
Okay.
Hang on a second, though.
Okay.
You were at Reactor 2.
Yeah,
they want you to
1.
1.
That's right.
So 1 second, please. What is the name of the idea of the zone?
K.
The one you're headed is
The one you're at is
R.
Okay, hang on a second. Well, as you're starting to accelerate to go, up through the ground comes this drill nose thing. There's a robot there. Put it like right next to him on the ground. Okay. Well, not inside the reactor.
Okay, so I see a robot drill up from the ground. And there was nothing really wrong at this reactor.
Well, there is, but there's maintenance guys who are on it.
Okay.
Until they get roboted.
What does it look like? Is it humanoid? Does it look like...
No, it's like this big wolf-like thing, mechanical, with a conical drill machine.
Maybe they could start earthquakes.
And it drilled up through the ground.
Okay. I'm flying around it, so hopefully it won't I'm kind of like staying maybe behind it. I can't, so it won't notice where I am.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye on it and see what it's going to do. Okay. I have no idea what this is, so I don't know if this is if there's some other superhero here that this is like this thing they send in, or is this the cause of what's going on?
It emerges from the ground and turns toward the silo.
Yeah. It turns toward the silo, and it's like
it's done for the turn. What do you do?
I have to assume then that this is the cause of the problem. I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
So I've got Flame Blast.
You did successfully. I made a perception roll for it. It doesn't realize you're there, so I'll give you a +3 surprise bonus. What is your 2 hit with your Flame Blast?
Flame Blast 2 hit is 18 or less.
So 22.
Wow. So anything but a 20.
It has a physical defense of 4, so you're back to an 18.
Okay, so I'm back to an 18.
Wait, did I do that right?
The other
+3. 18 and 3 is 21. -4 is 17.
17.
Yes.
Okay. So if I do a double blast,
okay. So this is a thing you can do. Things that take actions, you can try to pack more of them into the turn, but you take a penalty on your chance of success of -3 on all the various actions you're trying to attempt per extra action. So 2 things at -3, 3 things at -6, 4 things at -9, etc.
So I can do a double blast
at 14.
17.
2 14s.
Okay.
17. So 14.
Can and also since we're on the subject of other things you can do in combat, just to kind of
push.
Can I push?
Yes, you can push anything that is that has your own personal oomph behind it.
Yeah.
So not your guns, because at no point are you throwing the balls.
I heard that yesterday.
But he can. A guy with a sword could Tattercloak.
Yeah.
All right, because it's your strength with a bonus on top of it. You can push the strength part. Okay, so you're gonna double push flame blasts at the molebot.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
calling myself to double push and stuff. Do I still spend the points if I? Well,
you spend the points first, and then you roll the hit.
okay. So all right. So then fine. Let me. Can I borrow your pencil for a second?
Or ask questions, so we can learn the rules. Good work.
So 68.
Right, you have to pay for the blast itself, right?
And then
Plus the 2 per shot for pushing, right? What's your PR on the PR for your abilities? Is its power required?
Yep. Okay.
To do
So
something.
that's going to be
All right.
8 points,
What
14
is
or
it?
less.
14.
7. That's a hit.
Yeah. Please go one at a time.
Okay.
Let's resolve the first one.
Okay. 7's a
Damage
hit.
on the first one.
Let's see. That's going to be a 2d8.
Okay. Plus 2 for the push. Energy versus robots.
You know, you really can't have too many dice.
Well, sometimes it feels like it. All right. 2d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 for the first one.
Wow. Okay. So it's got 3 points of energy protection, so 10 get through. It has a 63 power. It can roll with the damage. It's not utterly surprised. It's expecting trouble, so it can roll with 6 of those points. So we take 6 power, and then 4 hit points get through.
Okay.
That's the first blast. It is now not surprised. You're losing your +3 to hit. You
Okay.
need an 11 on this one.
All right.
Glancing back over its robo shoulder.
A 5.
That's a hit.
So 2d8 plus 2. It is 14 plus 2 is 16.
Damn.
Wow.
16 minus 3 protection is 13. Can only roll with 5 now. That means 8 get through. And you've definitely singed and partially slagged it, but it's still moving.
All right.
Okay, that's you. Well, you technically still have a movement phase. Oh wait, you moved around behind it. No, you don't.
No,
Sorry.
I don't.
You're not.
Now, and also, there's no one. Are there any other like individuals here, civilians, people in danger?
The maintenance guys went into Reactor 2, so they're not immediately visible.
All right.
But if it goes over there and attacks Reactor 2, they're
okay.
potentially in danger. Schnoz!
Right, initiative roll?
So wait a minute. You talked to guys. I should have had robots reacting. The robots have seen you there.
All right.
Zzz, zzz, with their little noses.
Well, there's this guy's a lot closer than I am, so I think he's the one.
Yeah.
in
Oh, I
danger.
said they were going to flee the moment that combat begins. So basically, move the civilians away.
Oh, okay.
You warned them off.
Yes.
It's all the way away. They're not in the area. It's just you, the truck, and robots.
I thought you said that they were going to move on my initiative.
It's now.
All right.
It's now.
Is this yours?
Yeah. Oh, right. So I should do an initiative roll for the robots because we're in combat.
I have 6.
You're going first.
I got both guns out. I'm going to do a double blast.
Okay.
Yes.
So your 2 hit is how much?
I need a 19 or less.
19.
Minus 3, so I need to get a
16,
16 or
but they have
less.
a 4 defense. You need 12s.
Okay. Well, I got a 2.
Okay, that hit.
Pretty sure that hit.
That'll do it.
Bullet number 1.
That is 8.
8, and it's got 4 points of kinetic armor. 4 get through, and it rolls with it all. Second bullet, same robot.
Yes, same
Okay.
one.
15.
A 10. Did it
10,
again.
got it.
7.
7. 3 get through, and it rolls with it.
These guys are tough. I need help.
Ting! Are you sure you want to just stand there? Schnoz.
Well, that's how far is that distance between us?
Count the squares. Those are 5-foot squares.
Oh.
4 to 5 squares.
Actually, you should put them 4 away because I wasn't making a range penalty. Just 1 forward is fine. There. At 5 inches, you start getting range penalties.
I will back up 10 feet more.
2 inches.
Yeah, after firing.
Okay.
And that's where I'll stop.
All right. Then we got Tattercloak.
Yes. Okay, my people are clearing away safely, or they're ready for an extraction point. Does the
Yes, they're fine.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
What zone were you in?
I was in 1 water treatment.
1, right, dealt with. What's next?
Cool. It looks like there's nothing between me and this little robot combat thing that's going on with hot shots.
You're gonna have to pass through.
But it's
some zones.
at least 2 moves away for me too. So
you can go 3.2 if you push. Is that
yeah?
what you
So
figured out?
1, 2, 3. I barely.
You can go diagonals.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Still not quite there, but
okay.
But so I can see. Can I see this robot combat happening? What's
that's-
happening over there?
that's-
Hot shot.
That's count the number of squares between you and Hotshot. Oh, and also don't forget
Like 7.
that the crane. This is the truck battle. It's at least as close as you are.
Okay, yeah.
And there were gunshots. I'm going to say you hear blasts of flames from over there, and you hear gunshots over there. Plus, Schnoz said robots.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I'm
robot.
not getting either one. Oh, can I push my move?
Yeah.
Get faster? Oh, of course I'll push my move. That'll get me to. Yeah,
Oh, it's
go-
gliding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Because it's.
And that probably.
I'll
means
let
I'm
you
not-
do it now because it's your kickoff from the ground that you're
Okay.
pushing.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Okay. So 1.
And that's a 36.
So it'll be 64 now.
60, 32, right?
Yeah.
64, 6.4.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, move your. You know what we need? We need dice on the board for you. On this board for you guys.
So-
Put one for Schnoz,
Okay.
and put one for yourself.
Like.
Yeah, Schnoz, and one for yourself, or you're leaving, and then move your counter, your mini,
Sure.
over to say Hirish as you enter the battle.
Cool.
And you have enough to get wherever you want to be on that map.
Okay. So I could engage.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's do this.
He's shooting at something in the back of the tank. You come swooping in with your sword, and there's robots.
Robots.
Drill nose robots.
Okay. I'm gonna assume robots don't have emotion, so I'm gonna use a physical attack.
All right. Fair enough. And one of them's got some little
Nobody
bullet.
thinks robots
Oh,
dings
clearly,
on the side.
clearly that bullet thing. I'm gonna
understands them.
go for the go for the joints with my sword, hoping it doesn't break.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you talking
Star
about
Trek
a
The
called
Next
shot?
Generation.
Because there are such things.
Oh, that was just my plan not to destroy my sword in the process. But sure, yeah. Let's see if I can.
Well, I
can,
mean, what kind of thing would you like to try to do?
I
You
can-
said joints.
Yeah.
You're looking for gaps in the armor?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Int save. Int save, please.
It's safe.
Yes.
Happening.
do you
It's only 11 or less. It's not my best attribute. 12. Ah, suck. Okay.
All right. You don't see any gaps.
Plain old attack.
Okay, great. Single? These things are kind of dodgy.
Yeah. Let's see. My 2-hit is 20, so I can
20.
afford to lower that.
4 defense though, so you're going to be at 16.
16.
To
I
begin
think
with.
that's worth 2 shots.
Double 13s. Okay.
That's worth 2 shots.
Are you pushing your strength?
Um.
These bullets are
And what's
bouncing
that-
off these
Yeah.
things.
What does that do to my damage?
+2.
Okay.
But you have to spend it per swing.
I'm flush with power. I'll do
Okay.
I'll do each of those.
All right.
I'll do 2.
And do them one at a time.
So I blew 2
you know.
to do my double move, right? 2 power.
Yes.
Okay. So
Now you're going to spend 2 more for your first swing. Roll the
Okay.
hit. You need a 13 to hit.
Okay. First swing, no.
Okay. Push
Yes.
again.
Okay. Push again. Oh, fail.
You swing, and burn up a bunch of power.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
But at least now
They're so fast.
now there are 2 targets. It's not just both robots on Schnoz.
Yeah.
Okay, back to me and you. I don't have anything else to do. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the building is crumbling around you. You hear screaming from the people.
Right.
You scared.
And everybody
deeper
else
into
has
the building.
ran out of the.
Yes,
now,
they
am I,
did.
where I burst through, am I on the ground floor? Am I on the second floor?
You're on the 2nd floor.
Okay. The lady
What's
that's
the
there with me, I guess I've got her calmed
What
down.
zone? What zone?
Zone
It actually says
Echo.
It's 3rd floor. Top floor. Yep.
Okay, so we're on the top floor, and that guy got in the elevator.
Yes.
Okay.
Make a luck roll.
Okay. Come on, I need to roll. 20.
Fail. Oh, a 20. Roll again.
Oh, shit.
So will you do a confirming roll on fumbles?
17.
Yes.
failed.
So if the second roll is also a failure of any kind, it's a fumble, and that was
We're not
luck.
playing D&D.
That was a luck check to see how quickly the crevasse was going to undermine the building.
So
the
it's
answer
there.
is
We're
now.
Yeah.
So the floor falls out from under your feet. You've got one rescue victim. What do? One rescuee.
I fly out the hole,
Okay.
just out the hole, okay?
Yeah.
And then I look down, I'm going to land as quickly as I can. I fly to the ground, not
Yeah.
letting gravity. I drop her off, away from the crevice.
All right, you've got some movement, so you can go off, put her at a distance, so
Just
she's not right next to the crevasse.
Not right next to the
and
crevasse.
then come back.
And then come back, and
Yeah.
I tell her, run, you need to go that way.
She'll do that.
And then I go back into the building, and I'm looking for more people.
Wow, okay. Another luck roll.
All right.
So where are you going in? Are you going back into the 3rd floor?
No.
You're going,
Because
the
if
whole
they're-
side of the building is collapsing, so you can kind of smash through
Okay.
anywhere you want, just
I'm
pushing
going-
some
I'm
crumbling
looking
masonry
for the
away.
front lobby, because I'm hoping
Front
that
lobby.
these people are going to be coming down.
Okay, that would be right below where you were. Luck roll.
This time I got a 9, so I made it.
Okay, there were 9 people. You saved one already. This is how many have made it to the lobby when you get in there. 6 of them. What
Okay.
do?
So it's
you got
collapsing?
seconds. Yes.
Samson it. I'm holding something up, and I say, "You must flee now. I will give you seconds."
Okay. Now the crevice that was shooting across the parking lot toward the building is in the lobby already, so you can stand astride it.
Right.
Right.
I'm Colossusing.
Great. So entire building.
And I'm going
Are you
to. If
gonna
I
boost
can,
your strength?
If I can, I'm going to boost my strength. I have 87 power points left.
Well, you can only spend 2 at a time.
Then I spend 2.
Spend 2, and that will give you a +2 on your what we call the base hand-to-hand damage roll, which is the force of your strength. That's a D8 and a D10 +2. Before you do that, let me decide how nasty this is. 3 entire floors of concrete. All right. Structural rating. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Decide what to. Concrete is. So let's say.
8 o'clock came early today, didn't it?
Okay.
Considering you guys are sitting here.
I'm doing
until
3d8s
3?
versus what you roll.
30.
Okay. Roll it.
+2, right?
Yes.
13.
8. So, and you're the
Flexing my mighty fuse.
The middle of the floor there was like already sagging, so it kind of like settles gently onto your hands, and then crunch, you feel the 2nd floor give way and pile on, and then crang, you feel the 3rd floor pile on.
Oh, that's amazing. I will hold this while you flee.
Those 6 people get out.
Okay.
So there's 2 more in the building somewhere.
And as they're leaving, I say, "Who's left? Where do I find them?"
Okay. All right.
They went to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then,
You're gonna be a while. I'm
then,
gonna go in there.
Tigress. All right. So these people, there doesn't seem to be any. However, they physically get to the edge of the sludge stream, and now, how ridiculously stupid are they? Now, this is going to take an int fumble. No, suddenly you're surrounded by this crowd of however many people I said it was, and they're like lined up along the edge of this sludge trail and like taking a few steps backwards. We can't get to the causeway.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I have a question. So this was where he was previously the
yes.
The
yes, over
chest
there.
jet came in.
Yes.
Would I have seen that?
Yes.
To be able-
Sure. Yeah.
Then that's
I'll direct
only
them that way. A little square is about 50 feet,
Okay,
so
well,
that's half a football field.
Jump jet?
Yeah, there you go.
And right here?
Then
Where's
I-
that?
Sort of in the middle of the more
Number one? Okay, right there.
Okay, great.
Then can I call the chest jet and say I'm going to send more evacuees your direction?
Sure.
Okay,
They're
that's
on the line.
I will tell these people like there is an evacuation jet that direction. Go.
All right. You do that. And what do you? And then that's just talking.
Okay.
You still got to move in an action. What are you doing?
I guess I'll start moving this direction then because I am aware that there's combat going on.
All right. So you enter. What is that? Z.
So, Z.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
Z?
Also, what is?
So this is what my notes said, and we've already done this, right? 9 plant workers are on their way to escape via the causeway. They wave you off, apparently confident that they can make it. So they're gone. Those are the people behind you. Z is empty.
Your nemesis, the causeway.
What's your movement rate on the back of Euphrates?
It's a 16/64.
So you moved. He pushed. So he was going at 32. I'm sorry. Did he push? Yeah, he pushed his acceleration. He's going at 32, which is what got you there. You can keep going. You can accelerate up to 64.
Okay.
Which would be 6.4 squares.
Okay.
Unless he wants to push again, you can go up to 128.
I can get up to here with 6. So
Okay.
we'll push. We'll just move up.
So you see Hotshot hovering in the air there, like alongside this reactor tower, and there's a mole bot that is drilled up through the ground and gotten like singed up a bunch by him and is turning around to fight him.
All right, then that's.
But you can close with it and attack if you want.
Great. That sounds awesome.
Justin, you have a spear, don't you?
Yes, I have a spear.
There you go.
All right. It's got a 4 defense.
Okay.
And your
So-
to hit with a spear is a lot, right?
22.
Minus 4 is 18.
Okay.
Single attack would be an 18, or you could try 2 15s.
Considering how I've been rolling, I'm just gonna go.
Okay. Are you pushing? Spend 2 power to get plus 2 damage.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I will. 78. And I will come in on the back of my roaring tiger and attack this guy with my spear.
Okay.
I got a 12.
All right. That's a hit.
And then my damage is. Okay, it's 2d8 plus 2.
Okay. Plus the push.
What does the push add?
Plus 2. So 2d8 is
10 total.
10. It's got good kinetic armor, so 6 get through. It rolls with 5 of them, and you do a point of damage.
How do you determine how much he's rolling with?
It's their remaining power score.
Oh, it's
and it's the tens digits of that. You do more singles. So it's currently, it had 50 some power, and after rolling with his attack, it's now got 40 some power. So over time, it's easier. Yeah, it's easier to do damage.
That's interesting.
Okay. All right. And may I, Mom?
Huh? Yes, absolutely.
Or is it a bite? I forget. I think it's claws.
He has claws.
Claws. All right. What's his 2 hit?
17.
Okay. Minus 4 needs a 13. Is he going to push?
Sure.
Okay.
68.
So 17, right? Minus 4 defense is 13.
No, he misses. I got a 6.
Swipe. Okay. You're done.
Yep.
On to Shutterbug.
Yeah, so there's this guy with a noxious cloud.
Yeah.
He's locked in the phone booth.
Yeah.
So there's glass on the front doors. Is it like a bifold door that he's trying to get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he surrounded by glass? Is the booth glass on all
Yes,
sides?
it's glass on all sides.
All right.
Or he would just get out.
Well, I didn't know if it was visible. Anyway, so is the cloud coming toward the front door or coming from somewhere?
It's going to engulf the entire booth.
All right.
And it's not airtight. It's just jammed.
So I'm going to, with whatever other mechanical scaffolding is nearby, try to take a running jump and push off something else to try to smash through with my feet on one of the other glass sides.
Sure.
Not the front.
So we're doing an acrobatical thing.
Yeah.
It's your agility save, which is
15.
Wow. 15. And the booth is not moving, and you get a +6 to hit completely defenseless, unmoving things. So anything but a 20, you will hit the side of that booth after your acrobatic thing.
Yes.
Smash! Are you pushing your strength? It's probably not necessary.
Oh, okay. If I
It's
think I
just
can
a
break
glass booth.
Then I won't.
3 is the structural rating of glass. So, unless it's bulletproof glass, which you're not sure, then it could be much higher than that.
I'll just do normal.
Okay. Then roll your. It's a kick. So you'll get +2 damage anyway. Kicks are 2 points less accurate, but +2 damage. So
I roll my punch damage?
Do your 2d6 +2.
9.
9. Plenty. You smash through the glass on that side of the booth. Says, "Oh, thank you. There's poison gas coming. Get me out of here."
I see that.
Which you will do next round.
Perfect.
Because you've moved and attacked.
But the first thing you
All
do
right.
is say someone is asking
That's
is like shame on the internet. I'm live streaming this, by the way.
Next
This
up
going
is
up on my
Bow Hunter.
phone.
All right, Bow Hunter, you've rescued those people.
All right.
Now where are you going?
Well, there's some action happening towards the middle area of the plant, but I know that this area hasn't really been looked at, so I will draw an arrow, because I heard there's unfriendlies around because of Proboscis saying that on the radio. And then I'm going to make my way kind of through here and see if I see anything.
What's your movement
I
right?
have full infrared as well, and I can flick between those two
Yes,
as I'm moving.
The
And my move
proboscis
is
of
not much.
precognition.
Yes, probably. You're slowing ground.
I am. My move is a whopping 17.
Of course, Ives has got a limo. If absolutely necessary.
I'm just going to do it on foot.
Okay, it's how much movement?
Move 17.
So 1.7, or if you spend 2 power, you can run.
I will
twice
run
that
while
fast.
doing
It
that.
becomes 2.4.
And I'm kind of like do a, like a ellipse through kind of that area, but then
Come over here and put in. First of all, put yourself in a square. That's where you're going to start, and then you can go a little square.
Oh, a little square.
Yes, and now you can go 3.4. So
right.
move 3, and diagonals are fine.
So I'll go 1, 2.
And that's so you've entered W. W, you see. It's warehouses and looking around, you don't see any trouble.
All right, then I'm going to keep on just moving through the warehouses kind of on that line. But that's
so you've gone how far? You've gone 3. Roll a d10 because you got 0.4 of a movement space left.
Oh, sure.
We're dicing it off.
I rolled a 1.
Yes, you can go one more.
Okay. I will move just sort of 1 more.
And you had to spend 2 power to do this.
I will mark
you're
it.
sprinting.
Cool.
You do hear like honking car horns from down there, from south.
Okay.
You see a big parking lot down that way.
So it's back towards this way then?
No, south.
Oh, south, okay.
Toward the
Okay.
bottom orientation of the map. Okay. Hot shot. So Tigris has shown up and thrust a spear into your mobile. And it's still going though.
All right. Are they? Well, they're in proximity, right? But I've got.
You don't have an area effect or anything.
No, and I've got heightened expertise, precision attack.
Unless you fumble, you're not going to endanger Tigris. Or Euphrates. We haven't really talked about weaknesses, but in case anybody's afraid of fire, let me know.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to do a double attack, double flame attack.
All right.
Push.
Okay.
A 6 is
That's
the
gonna
first
hit.
one. And then we're going to do a 2d8
plus 2 for the
plus
push.
2. An 11.
Including the push?
Yes.
11 total. 3 protection, 8 get through, rolls with 4, and takes 4 hit points.
Ooh.
And it's you've got like exposed wiring and melty metal and stuff, but it's still going.
Well, let's see what
shot.
happens when that flame gets to the inside here and starts to melt that metal and all that other stuff. A 12.
That should hit.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think we had 13s.
So that comes out to a 15.
15 damage?
Yes.
12 get through, rolls with 4, takes 8, only had 6 hit points left. You slag it.
Well done.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. That's your action. What about movement?
So let's see. This is. I actually haven't left this square yet, have I? They're in the reactor and they're working on it, but they say they're okay. They don't need help.
That last you heard, yeah. They asked you to go to Reactor 2.
Okay.
Or 1. They have to go to 1, because this is 2.
There might very well be more robots attacking to the other.
Okay.
reactor.
So who
You
is?
might want to ask Tigress, who's right
Who's,
there.
I was gonna say who is your Tigress, right? Okay.
I'm
So
Tigress.
And Euphrates.
I've been told Reactor
And
1, there's some serious problems
just
there.
read that.
But we also have our friend the Schnoz that's in some kind of combat situation.
She's very fertile.
Where do you think? Should we split up and each one of us take one of those things?
If there are more of these things at Reactor 1, we should probably go together.
All right, we'll both head to Reactor 1.
All right. You can fly there now.
All right.
So,
Okay.
you're accelerating now again from nothing, because you've been hovering. So
Okay.
what's your acceleration rate?
Acceleration is 16, so
So
that's
1.6, or if you spend 2 power, you can go 3.2.
I'm burning through
Almost
power.
get you there.
All right. Let me roll a d10 to find out if I can.
I've run this adventure a lot of times, and it's just really fun the way different groups of characters wind up encountering different things.
What was my, let's see, it was
3.2.
okay. Don't get the
So you
extra
go 3 squares
Okay, so
toward Reactor 1. 2. Did you get into the
I did.
Reactor 1 square? Okay,
Yes.
I'll tell you what you see. What is the code number on that?
That is K.
K. Emergency alarms are sounding. You see maintenance workers stumbling out of this reactor, like helping each other out. They've got radiation burns and stuff, and they say the reactor's leaking. We're gonna have a meltdown unless you get in there and stop it immediately. Close the valve in the reactor chamber.
How does the fire-based heroes?
Do I have at this point? I just have movement left because I just got done with combat, right?
Yep. Don't have an action, and you don't have enough movement to move into the reactor building. So starting next turn.
Okay. Well, next turn I'll do something.
All right.
Put the schnoz in there. Oh no, that's not the schnoz. That's Shunderbottom. You're there with me. Sorry.
All right.
Well, I'm about equidistant.
But you're shooting at
more occupied.
robots.
Okay. So next is Schnoz. Schnoz.
We're about to enter the second
Tattercloak
round.
flew up and has swung his swords at the one you were shooting.
But on the first round, the robots never moved.
They haven't reacted yet.
Well,
They're gonna now. Roll initiative.
all right.
All 3 of you were there. Let's do you 2.
Okay, just.
So initiative is a die roll.
They
It's
have to
down
reload.
here in the lower left-hand corner of your sheet.
2d6. Oh, it's done.
There's like a
That makes it
It's different from old D&D.
little hourglass.
And
Oh, yeah, 11.
Bots. Okay.
What's happening?
some controller somewhere.
So what's high? What's your initiative?
I 7.
Okay, 11. You can go first.
Okay.
You see, by the way, from that position, there's like a trap door in the middle of the back of the truck. that's open and there's light coming.
Whoa. Has the truck moved while I've been here,
No.
or is it just sitting there? Oh.
Just sitting there.
Interesting. Well,
Engine running.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a swing on one of these. I'm not gonna divide my attacks this time because I don't
All right.
have that level of confidence anymore.
Single push attack.
Single push, for sure, the push.
It's got a 4 defense, so you're. What do you have to hit?
It was something high.
20 minus 4, 16.
Okay, this is fine. 13.
All right. 10, you hit it.
And push attacks?
So you spend 2 power.
So it's 2d8 plus 2, g8 plus 4?
Yes.
Okay. 8.
That should do something.
5, 13, 19.
Wow, 19. 4 armor takes that to 15. It can roll with 5 and takes 10 damage.
That's the stuff.
Ring, and that's sharp kinetic, right?
Yeah,
sharp kinetic does not back.
Oh, sharp
You don't
kinetic.
do
Sharp
knockback.
kinetic.
All right, that is you like slice off a metal panel and some of the wiring, exposing its
Still
sides.
up?
It's very serious, but it's still going.
Wow. Okay. Well, I have movement left.
Yeah.
I was hoping I would take it down. I would use movement to explore the hole, but I'll use movement to get behind it.
So you jump up into the back of the truck.
Yes.
All right, I'll let you do that, and you're standing there facing the back of the damaged Molbot with the undamaged one next to it. And to your side, there's the open trapdoor, and down on the ground you see in the parking lot pavement this drill hole that goes down. Okay. You've acted and moved. You're done.
Yep.
You're on 7, and you beat the Molbots.
Right.
So he's very badly damaged, that one, and I'm going to say there is now a opening in its armor. So if you make a called shot and a -3 penalty to hit, it will get no armor protection.
You got good skill.
Nope, not doing that. I'm not shooting. Instead, I'm going to holster one of the guns as I run up to here, and I want to close the back door of the truck.
All right. Nothing stopping you doing that.
You got this.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
Only a little movement. You can keep going. That's all movement.
All right. In that case, I'm running around to the front of the truck, and I'm
so
going
you
to hop
come-
in and drive it.
You think you will. When you get there, the driver's side door is closed, but the window is open, and there is a man, a heavy-set man in a purple and gold striped outfit with a cape and a crown on his head, like leaning over the wheel, and he sees you come running up, and he says, all right, well, he glares at you. What do you do?
I point a gun at him. You're going to start driving, or you're getting a hole in your head.
I think not. You should know better than to interfere with the plans of the oil baron. And I got it. Well, he won't go this round. We'll start next turn. So then I got robots. So back there in the truck, you got 2 drill bots turning on you.
Yeah.
They have a 21 to hit with their nose drill. Here's the first. What's your physical defense? It's these boxes over here.
Oh yes, physical 6.
6. So 21 minus and needs a 15. Zzz, in with the drill. An 8 will hit you.
Okay.
He drills you for 7 points of sharp kinetic
Okay, I
damage.
can roll with all of that. I was having 74 power left. No, wait,
Okay.
that can't be right. That was not right.
Okay.
I had 68 power left. That's
So
okay,
do
so
it.
6.
You'll get a little cut.
Yeah. Okay. one hit and 6.
And the second drill bot hits you on a 2 and does 3 points of damage.
Okay, roll with all.
All right. You do got that. That's everyone
Wipe the blood.
there. So, new round. They're out, and now let's see. So that was
2 left, I think.
2 left on a D2. One of them appears.
Where's the other one?
You see the elevator light. It's on 2. These are 10-second combat rounds.
Right, right. Is there an arrow pointing up or pointing down?
It's pointing down.
Okay.
Coming down.
I'm gonna hold it.
You do?
I'm gonna hold it. You flee, and I gotta hold this till this other guy
Are
gets
you
out.
gonna push your...
Yes.
Okay. And I said 3d8s.
And I do my regular...
You really lucked out last time.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
Plus 2 is 11.
I got 14.
Oh.
So you're going to take, since all the pressure's on you, you're going to take those 3 points as damage.
Okay.
But you can roll with it.
Yeah, and I do.
So burn the 3 extra power.
Okay.
And that one guy that showed up gets out.
I'm fine. I'm good.
All right then, Tigress.
Okay.
Hotshot went flying off to Reactor 1. And that robot is down. Put the robot back where you
sorry. I was just moving so
Or in fact, you could give it to me because we don't need a dead robot. I might have a use for it.
Oh. So
Okay.
the tiger's still going. Move 6 this turn. 3, so I can get
Right, you get
to the
there.
reactor.
You see the plant workers coming out with radioactive burns, saying you got to get in there to the reactor room and turn the switch. And your
Primitive
your
jungle
little,
lady is
your-
definitely qualified to run.
Yeah, your little animal skin bikini is really not any protection against radiation. Meanwhile, there's like gunshots and ting tang tang coming from the east.
Okay.
In fact, if you're not that far away, you glance over there and you see there's some activity around this truck.
1, 2, 3. I still have enough movement to
Sure.
get over there.
So put yourself on that side of the map. You can't really tell what's going on from there because the back of the truck is closed, but there's sounds coming out of it, and there's somebody in the cab. Oh, by the way, this is the figure we're using for Oil Baron. Put him in the front of the truck. Yeah. Okay.
And the hole you described in the ground is under the truck or off to the side?
The what?
The hole in the
The
ground?
hole is under the. Make an int save, please. Tigress.
Oh.
Do you have any heightened senses?
I do not. My
Okay.
tiger does.
Just make. Oh, he might. Yeah.
My tiger Euphrates has heightened sense, full scent.
Okay. So each of you make int saves, please.
Okay. Let's see. Mine is 12 or less. I failed. His is. He succeeds. He got a 9. His
So he
11
says,
is.
"There's a hole. I smell a hole beneath the truck. I think those robots came from here, from inside the truck."
Good senses.
But we're in radio contact, right?
Respect.
Where is? I don't see any of you. Where is this fight going on? So I guess we'll come around closer to the
Curses,
truck.
I'm missing
I
a
don't know.
You can go back there and open the back of the truck again.
Sure.
There's
Let's
presumably
do
some
that.
amount of noise coming from back in the truck.
All right, and you
All my
see
hard work undone.
in there, Tattercloak is like sword fighting with drill bots.
And he's cursing the schnoz.
And you can make an attack. Or you can each make an attack.
All right.
They should probably be facing this way.
One of the drill bots is pretty badly damaged.
Okay. I will attack the badly damaged one.
Okay.
I have a 22.
It's got a 4 defense, so 18. Single stab. And I
Single
didn't
stab. I rolled a 1.
Didn't hear you say you were pushing. But that could be a crit. Roll again, and if you get a 16 or less a second time, or was it 18?
I rolled a second 1.
Okay, that's a crit. So now roll a d20 one more time, and I'll look on the crit table.
Come on, you should have a super
10.
crit for 2 ones.
10, you say?
I got right here. As long as I can keep rolling.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, strike the target in a randomly selected arm. See called shots.
Arms don't really count on robots.
Okay.
So then it defaults to a 15, which is Solid hit. You get +3 damage. So roll your damage and take an extra +3 for the crit.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, 16.
Holy cow!
18.
Wow.
21.
21. So your spear goes in through this exposed side of the thing.
Right into a bullet.
You didn't call a called shot against that. So 21, 20, 17, rolls a 5. Takes 12. And it shudders. Clunk. That one's down.
All right. And
Take
then,
that one down. One of the two robots. That's fine.
all right. Euphrates will attack the other robot. Let's see. His claws are 17.
Actually, Euphrates wants to coup de grace the one you knocked down.
Okay.
You didn't eliminate all of its hit points, so it has a wake up chance. He wants to finish it.
Okay.
So it has 0 defense. In fact, he gets a +6 to hit it because it's completely defenseless.
Okay.
So what does that leave him? A +6.
A +6 would be a 23.
Okay. Is he pushing or anything? Or armored
Or
and
multiple
stuff?
attack with all that extra?
Multiple attack. 21.
We'll push for
21. 18. We have 2 18s. No, it's pushing. Better penetration.
better push for better penetration.
Okay. Anything but
It's
a
an
20.
8 to hit.
You hit, rolls damage, and the +2 for the crit, or for the push.
D10 plus 7. 9.
9. 4 go away for its armor. 5 get through. It can't roll with damage because it's unconscious. That will be done with it. It's not going anywhere. Okay. Then you've moved and acted. Next is Shutterbug. Shutterbug, what's happening with you?
Yes. So we've got the noxious cloud coming toward the...
The noxious cloud. Well, you got the guy, you moved up, you smashed the door open. He's ready to move out of there with you now.
Yep.
Just as the noxious cloud arrives.
Are we high in the air?
You're a couple stories up.
All right, so it would take him a while to get down on his own.
Yes.
I have a 24 strength. Is that... That's...
What? Oh, a lot. There's a carrying capacity across from your strength. Just read across from your strength.
Oh, yeah. 1,920 pounds.
Yes. Plenty.
Oh, perfect.
And this is a really good guy.
You could have conceivably run up and broken the booth away from its moorings and carried the whole thing off.
Next time.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this guy.
Yep.
And then I'm going to try to leap or wall cling my way down some adjacent scaffolding.
All right.
If the cloud is kind of coming in from this way,
Yep.
I'm going to go in a perpendicular direction.
All right.
From the direction of the
All right. That is not a problem. You got a lot of room to maneuver. You get out of there.
Perfect. I will point him back in some direction where I didn't see a bunch of thermal stuff.
Yeah, well, back where you came from, there was the problem with the overflowing pipes, but you fixed that, so that should be safe. You can head that way. All right. What's the next one down there? Is that H? H. And you... Oh, that's where you picked up an infrared, some very bright heat sources that you never checked out. So that might not be safe.
Maybe I'll point him in this direction instead, through the
outer
gate.
Okay. All right. No, you're not entirely sure what that is, but
Godspeed.
Good luck.
Good luck. You're on your own.
And then I'm gonna head toward somewhere where I hear some commotion.
It's a +3 to your chance. What do you an 11?
Yep.
14.
15.
Could be commotion in any direction.
All right, I'm gonna go in a random direction.
Okay, fine.
Here we go.
But not back where you came from, I assume. We'll
Sure.
exclude that.
I guess that makes sense.
You don't know randomly decide to go
I'm gonna go this way.
All right, go that way. Your movement rate is how far?
It's 3, 2 if I push myself. No, I'm sorry, it's 5 if I push myself. I'm just gonna run in this direction until I can maybe hear
2.5
somewhere.
or 5. Okay.
Let me know if I need to stop because I hear something.
Only when you enter a new big square.
3's K.
All right.
Reactor.
All right. So as you pass through that, you're going to see the the plant workers are clearing the tower, and they're clearly injured, and you see Hotshot hovering there, like stealing his nerve to do something, maybe.
Hotshot, do you need any help?
I think I'm good.
I'll keep moving. 4. Now I'm in R.
R. PQ. R. Oh, Reactor 2. So, let's see. There's no alarm sounding there, but there was before, but you don't know that. And you see some workers slowly and in a relaxed fashion coming out of that reactor tower. So we're good here. Still trouble at Reactor 1.
I think it's covered.
Okay.
What do I know, though?
And then you have...
I'm just a photographer.
All right. Is that it?
I think that's all my movement. Yep.
All right.
Need any good pictures?
Next is Bowhunter.
We'll see.
So you heard...
Constantly on. Or
You heard some...
I'm sorry that I'm not
cowboys
going to move on
on
camera with your
Excuse me.
heroic feet.
From...
Don't worry, songs will be sung.
South.
Right, I will keep on pushing my movement
Okay.
because I'm slow. So, 1, 2. Now I've entered 5.
5. All right. So there's a big parking lot here, and there's a bunch of cars, and most of them are occupied, engines running, trying to... And he's blocking everybody else's escape.
No.
So...
Is there an unoccupied car near me?
Is there an unoccupied car? I'm gonna make a luck roll for you. Yes, there is.
Is there a car that's waiting behind him as well? That's
Yeah,
trying
but
to-
those are all occupied.
Those are occupied.
Because that's people jammed up behind him
Sure.
trying to get through.
And it's just jammed like there's multiple cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's what is it? It says here.
What is he caught on exactly?
Almost 20 cars. There's like a
lift gate kind of
a
thing?
metal. No, it's like a rolling. Yeah, like a section of wall of the word I'm looking for. The chain link fence, the rolling section of chain link fence. He smashed into it, and it didn't let go.
Gotcha.
It's kind of wrapped around the front of his car now, so it's just a mess.
Gotcha.
You could conceivably blow that section of security fence off its moorings, and you might be able to get out.
Is there fencing on the other side that is clear that if they could go around him, they could, like other cars
If
could
you
go?
blasted a hole through the fence,
I'm going to
the
do
side of him.
that.
Okay.
Side of
With what sort of?
I have a couple of power arrows, and I think those would be good for the situation.
Those have area effects on them. Those are like grenades. Then.
Yeah, but that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
The side.
Yes. Smart.
I have moments. All right, so I will load up a power blast arrow.
Okay.
And,
Just one.
Yeah.
It's going to be super easy.
That's what I thought.
All right. Super easy to get that section of fence. I'll trust myself. Pull up a second arrow. Then if there's a fumble on the you'll be able to try again.
Yeah. Learning from my past mistakes.
So your
I'll
2
make
hit
ready.
with your bow is a what?
It is a 19.
19. You're getting a +6 because it's an unmoving section of wall.
Sure.
So that's 25. Double attacks would go to 22s. Fire your first one. You're not committed to firing the second one unless you need it.
Okay. 18.
You hit it. So read what all it says for that
Power blast arrow.
power blast. blast arrow.
2d8.
Puppet blast is like the ability it's built from. Right?
Sure.
I think it's a grenade.
2d8 energy damage, contact on arrow, 3-inch area.
Okay, right. So roll the damage.
2d8.
Chain link fence. Okay, I know what that's going to be.
15.
15.
I'm blasting
20. So across that, and that's applied across that whole area. You blow a 15-foot wide hole in the chain link fence, and the cars can start sweeping out.
And then with intent to go help this last remaining guy get his car wedged in, whatever. If that's next turn, that's fine.
Okay. Hot shot.
All right, so
the workers are out of the reactor building now.
All right.
Radioactive glow coming out.
Great. Okay. Well, I fly and turn over.
It's filling the interior.
Okay.
You go inside, you're exposed to it.
There was a switch or like a level.
They said, and let's see. They said you need to go into the radiation chamber and close the valve, which may be stuck.
All right.
Sounds like a job for Gilgamesh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Cool.
Quick as I can.
All right, so I'm looking for this valve that may be stuck.
All right, so you go inside,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like an inner chamber that has, like thick glass windows into it, and there's like some mist coming out from the floor. The door is open, and you go up to the door and step inside.
Yes.
And rising up from the mist is a Molbot. And you see the big valve. With like a sign. Turn this valve.
All right. I have to go for the valve first, even if it's going to mean letting the Molbot get a shot at me.
So you ignore the Molbot, you go straight for the valve.
I'm ignoring the Molbot and going straight for the valve.
Okay, now. All right. So you can fly over the Molbot. There's enough room. Up to the valve.
I'm going to try to stay like in the air, so I'm not like touching the ground necessarily.
Okay. Right.
So hopefully myself.
And by the way, radiation. So.
What new powers do I get?
You take. You're flamed on, right? You have to be, or you can't be flying.
Why are these people panicking? Relax, we're just all going to get superpowers now.
Well, because it's either superpowers or death. So,
Well, remember, kids, not everything that glows gives you superpowers.
Yeah, all right. Well,
all right.
And now you know.
So your flame aura will burn off the radioactive dust particles in the air.
Sure.
Before getting to you, to a certain extent. So this round, your radiation damage is 6. So what is the
can I roll with the radiation
flame aura? Hang on. For your flame aura, you spend 1 point of power. You have to do the flames, and then roll a d8 plus 1 and subtract that from the 6 radiation damage.
All right, I rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8.
So you don't take any damage. It costs you 1 point of power.
All right, so I'm just burning off radioactive dust.
You're holding your breath, right?
Yes, I am.
Inside.
Okay.
Right.
Well, my lungs are flaming, right?
Come on.
Okay, my int save is 11 or less. No.
Well, even if you use this round anyway, you realize, gosh, my flame aura is not necessarily going to affect things when I'm breathing.
I go to breathe and it's like, oh, wait a second, the air is all messed up.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't.
That's what gets people. It's not so much the radioactive waves. It's the radioactive part of your body.
All right, this is
But you're there at the I call it valve. Well,
all right, so just
what do I do? Is this like a lever, a wheel?
It's a wheel.
All right.
It's like one of those submarine door wheels.
Ah, all right. I grab it. I turn it. I'm going to turn it to the left. I'm assuming that means shutting it down.
All right. You're going to turn it to the left, and you grab it, and you start to turn it, and there's some resistance. So this is going to be a base hand-to-hand damage check for your strength. Strength is not Hotshot's strong suit.
I've got a D8 plus 1. Can I push?
Wow, that's more than I expected. Okay.
I've got an 18 strength, so I'm in great shape.
You're not super. I'm going to push, so I can get a D8 plus 3. Spend the 2 power. All right. And I don't. More than a 5? You needed more than a 5. Oh, no. So not yet. I'll get back to you. Reactor 1, that's Hotshot, that's 1 round. Okay, and Molbot.
Where's my gun? My gun needs to be there, doesn't he?
We moved you into a combat situation over there, which is why
So,
the robot came over there.
Oh.
The Molbot. Quite strong.
All right.
And what's your
My physical defense is a 3, but I do have my flame aura.
Okay. So no drill minus 3 is 18. 4 drills you. So when it touches you, now your flame aura is rolled to damage it. You spend 1 power.
Okay.
And you roll a d8 by these plus 1, right? For your flame aura.
Can I push on my defense?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 more power then.
Okay. Now you can roll a d8 plus 3.
All right.
This
I'm not
is
going to roll that one. I'm going
damage
to
to
roll
the Molbot and
white letters on it so I can see my low roll right away. 8.
8
5
total?
plus 3. Yes.
What?
5 plus 3 total.
8 energy. Okay, doesn't seem to have done much.
You're still trying to.
And it drills you. 10 points of sharp kinetic damage.
10 points.
10 points.
So can I roll for that? Even
Yes.
though I'm. Wow. Okay, 44. I'm burning to my power score like crazy. So that means
6
points. Wow. Okay.
Is that more than half of what you had?
No, I have
Okay.
23. So it's 17.
All right. You can't take too many more of those. All right. So that's you, Sean. And we'll full fight. So I'm rolling initiative for the Molbots, well, the one remaining Molbot. And I'm rolling initiative for Oil Baron.
Nice.
And you guys are rolling initiative. And we'll count down. Highest I've got is a 6.
Do you want me to roll initiative now?
Are you there? Yeah, you're there now. Yes. Okay. Did you get a turn last time?
I did. I attacked Russ.
Then you're not quite. Oh, you attacked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I did.
Yeah, you're
attack,
there.
I'm-
So, we'll just do you with this group.
Okay.
So as we go around next time, we won't.
Cool.
Oh no! Wait a minute. That's the same.
Okay.
Not this. What's the highest?
8. It's not me. I'm a 6.
Okay, 8. Go.
Okay. I'd like to see whether I perceive what was going on in the front seat.
You heard talking for sure.
What's going on?
It's safe.
going on?
It's safe to hear the conversation above all the clattering of
No way.
sword fighting. There's some talk going on
Okay.
there.
Okay, that's cool. That is just fighty. Let me attack. I'll do a
Remaining bot,
single-
which is uninjured.
Yeah, single attack, but I'll push the damage.
Okay.
Push it to it.
The damage.
Or damage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. That. So taking off my power. And to hit was something stupid high.
Yeah. Well, it's got a 4 defense.
Okay,
so
it
you
was
got
20.
-4.
I have 20 minus 4, so
16.
Okay, 13 is fine.
Yes.
2d8.
Plus the 2 for pushing.
So priority plus 4.
Yes.
7 and 6, 17 points.
17 of kinetic. 13 get through. Rolls with 6, which means 7 hit points.
Bam. Put it down.
Yes. Okay, that was a good one. Chop! And we count down to 6. You're tied with oil bearing. What's your cool?
My cool
score?
is a.
I'm sorry, I'm asking the wrong question. What's your agility score?
Well, that's good. That's better. I have an 18.
He's only got a 10. So you beat him on that initiative phase.
Now, I have a question. Does Oil Baron have a reputation? Do we know about
that?
Him?
Is a darn good question.
Nuclear power plants. Obviously.
Yeah, he's like an icon of the evil oil industry, and you might imagine why he'd want to make an atomic power plant fail.
Sure. Do I know of any psychological weaknesses that he might have? Like, does he have an unnatural fixation with that royalty theme that he has?
Not that you know of. Most villains have got some kind of a theme. So do most heroes are not necessarily nuts.
Is my precognition smell a danger sense, or can I sense something about him?
It's not a danger sense per se. But if you want to smell what's going to happen in the future a bit, we can totally do it.
There's 2 actions to get that and something else that they run. First, everybody gets 1 perception check per round for free. Okay. If you don't get what you want, you can go again, but then that's an action. I got an 18. Hang on. So
You are the shot. Back, because it's a little more complicated when we do the precognition. Okay. That roll doesn't count.
I like that.
Heightened senses, precognitive. Oh, that does take an action. Oh. Sorry, you wanted to give up your action to find out what's about to happen. You still have a movement phase.
And if I wanted to push myself and get 2 actions, it has to be 2 of the same action. I can't.
No, it doesn't. You can mix them.
Okay.
But what happens then with automatic things like there's like a healing ability that doesn't take a roll to hit but takes an action. If you mix that with something else, you have a 20 or less to succeed with the healing action minus the 3 penalty. So things that normally would have been automatic take a 3-point penalty. You can do it that way. You're super good with your perception, and you're a darn good shot.
I'm going to try to get 2 actions and do the precognition first.
Okay, right. And you also don't have to pre-commit, right? So we'll do this one. You very quickly, you're sensing 1 round into the future?
Yes.
Just that's 10 seconds. Okay?
Sure.
So now make your perception roll. There's a -1 penalty, but you'll see, and all your other modifiers apply. So int save plus your perception bonus.
13 or less.
Okay.
13.
Okay. So there's a smell, and you have analytical smell or just full smell?
Full sense.
Full sense. So you realize there's this little telltale scent about it. Very chemical, solvent kind of, not oil, but it's something else. And you kind of noticed it about him, but not made anything of it. He's got a tank of this stuff on his back, and you sense it filling the environment around you very shortly. That's not good. And there's like a chemical, like a human flesh with chemical burns smell that accompanies that in the near future.
Okay. All right.
Is it your own flesh?
Sure.
I'm going to have to. What's that I want to do?
You could attack his tank. try to make it, take that gadget and make it not work. Because you're already at a -3. Or it might blow up. It's not an explosive you're smelling, though. Not at all.
That's good to know. Okay.
Not oil. And then you'll still have a movement phase, so if it doesn't work, you can flee.
Sure. I'm going to try for a cold shot on the, like, if there's an opening valve on the device, I'm going to try to shoot it right off.
All right, awesome. So, let me see exactly what this is. This is his chemical dispersant. If everybody remembers the Gulf of Mexico thing, right? It's chemicals they put in the water to disperse the oil. He's weaponized that. And it's nasty. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. So he has a 0 physical defense, but you'll have to make a called shot, which is a -3 to hit. And you're already at a -3 because it's a multiple action. So what's your base to hit? 18?
19 with the
19.
pistol, so it's
-6, so 13.
Come on, die.
Oh, no! You put a bullet into the leather upholstery behind him. Now you got your movement phase.
No, I
dispersion range.
I gotta be right there to stop him next round if I can, so I'll have to stay right there.
All right, Shaz. Well, you did smell the future. That was phase 6. Now it's him. So here we go. And he, you've actually ruined his day. He doesn't want to spray the chemical dispersant right here in the cabin of his getaway truck. So he was kind of counting on you backing up. So instead, he gets out, tumbles out the other side of the truck.
He comes over here.
Yes, coming around the side. It's got an area, so he's going to center it there so as not to hurt his truck. Okay? It's like centered on that spot in a 3x3. Placing his area effect is pretty easy. He has a 19, which he does. Now you get to try to leap clear, and he's made it easy for you because the chance of successfully leaping out of an area effect depends on how far you have to go, and you're only at the edge of it now. So, what is your physical defense, please, Shaz?
My physical defense is
it's these boxes. These boxes there.
Oh, okay. So the defense is 5.
5. So your chances if you get a 9 plus your physical defense is 14. -3 for every square you've got to go to get free, and you get to dive in through the open door of the cabin.
Well, it's
so we'll do that. 11 or less.
Exactly what I want to do is dive into the driver's seat.
Excellent. 11 or less, and you pull it off.
5.
All right. So there's this horrific. You've changed the future because there's no chemical burn on human flesh and all that, but there is working on asphalt. That 3x3 area is going to be actively chemical burning for 3 rounds.
You've changed the future.
All right. So that's oil baron on 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is the Molbot.
All right.
And
physical event 4? Is he hitting me or is he?
Yeah, you heard it. It's gonna, and you were inside the truck. You're the main target. So here we go. Ziz! What's your defense? You
4?
said?
6.
6. It needs a 15 to drill ya. He'll go twice. 12s.
Okay.
And a 19 will miss. And a 14 will miss.
Oh, yes.
Ziz!
Ziz! Dodging with a tattered cloak.
Uh-huh. Okay. That is the end of that and the end of the round. Back to you. Ding!
Okay, so it gets there.
You gotta hold it another round.
I gotta do another shrink check?
Yeah.
12.
14.
So I take-
Spend the 2 extra power. Nearly your fuse. Yeah.
I did. I'll take 3 damage, is that right?
The 2 extra. No, 2 extra. You missed by 2.
Okay.
But you pushed, I assume.
I did.
So this is 2 more on top.
Yeah.
Of that. Ding! And the place is still trying to collapse. So the door of the elevator doesn't open very well. And you see the fingers come on, tear it open, and this guy in a business suit's like straightens his tie and walks out past you.
You might want to hurry a little bit.
You could have told us, he says.
What do you think ripping the wall open was? So if he had yeah, let go and fly out.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Your action, here's your movement. Right. So your movement rate is
12.
13. There you go.
So,
That's okay.
yeah. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm just getting out of the building, let it collapse, and I'm going to kind of get some altitude, and look around, because I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
I want to see where my help is needed.
All right, well...
And I get on the radio and key that also, and say, hey, Gilgamesh, I just, saved 9 people, not a lot of people track, but who
Not
needs
that
some
I'm
help?
keeping, yeah, not that we're keeping it. No,
Probably
I did
hotshot.
save 9. 9 points.
That's right.
Use some help there, Hotshot?
Hotshot. Holding his breath.
No, Hotshot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no communication happening.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. What was that? That was
You help for
Gilgamesh, I'm done. I just saved 9 people. Who needs some help?
I've got a valve here that a really strong guy might be useful.
Sounds like a job for Gilgamesh. Where are you at?
And I've also got the drillable mold box sticking through me right now.
Okay, so I secure your location, and next round I'll rush over there.
He doesn't mention the radiation.
I don't even know what radiation is.
That's right.
You have no physical...
You can totally move your 12 over there. Go ahead.
Well, then I do that.
You can arrive.
And
You walk into the glowy chamber?
It's glowing.
Yeah.
What some foul sorcery is this?
With evil green glow.
My help is needed, and I hear the sound of the
It's a
combat.
foul sorcery that does 3 points of radiation damage to you. You feel like a tingle on your skin.
So fast.
3 power. Yes. Invigorating. All right.
A tonic.
Then we're holding on Tigress until we get to the fight. Shutterbug.
Yeah. So, is this kind of here? Can I see the truck and
yes.
Yes. Already there.
Okay. And you go at least 3, so you can arrive from that corner. There you go. This is a super villain. You know about him. Oil Baron's been in the news. Great. You're all about the news.
Double punch in the face.
I'm your biggest fan.
If he's in the news, he deserves to be punched in the face.
Exactly.
Are you now? The thing is, he'll look better on camera if you can get him to turn toward you first.
Oh, I've got my live feed on. All right, I'll tap him on the shoulder first.
All right, he whirls around. Shutterbug, but no. He's got a 0 physical defense.
Okay.
So what is your attack with your punch?
18.
You have an 18 to hit, or 2 15.
I got the GoPro on the
Right, pushing your punches.
Yep.
Okay. 12. Okay. So do your, was it 2d6 plus 2, right?
Yep. 9.
9. He's armored. What'd you begin? Okay.
And I'll do my second armor. His name is Jobadiah.
12. Nice.
Good to see you again, buddy.
He feels that second one. And check for knockback. You did a couple of hit points to him, and the way knockback works is they get their mass roll, which is up here near the top, based on how much they weigh. And that roll is subtracted from the hit point damage you did to see how far they go. And it's done.
You're next.
Hole Hunter.
I'll just suggest to the guy that's caught up in the car with the gate, is get out and run, buddy, and then I'm going to make my way towards the
And it's
commotion.
perfectly reasonable instead of wasting a bunch of your time
Exactly.
to see this one jerk. Okay. All right.
right, so where are you headed?
Well, I'm going to head to the commotion, and since I'm super slow, I'll be there in about 6 hours.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's why you could call for the jump jet.
I'll do that.
All right.
Thanks,
So-
Ives. Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's got all those guys. It's been a couple of turns.
You're loaded down with all those arrows. You just got rid of all those arrows.
So there will be a 1-turn delay.
That's fine.
And the turn after next, you will arrive.
Yeah, so you're on the jump. I'm en route. Cool.
Yeah,
You're being picked up now.
You know what? They pick up the jerk.
Oh, there you go.
You're climbing on board, and he's right behind you.
You're lucky, buddy. Whoops. Boot.
Hold on, test. Stay focused. Okay. Then that's hot shot. Hot shot. So you're in a radiation chamber. Spend a point of power to fight off the radiation with your playing field. And it's D8 plus 1 versus 5.
2.
So you take 3 more points.
And I can roll with that.
Which you can roll with.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I'm burning through my power.
Are you gonna do anything? You gonna shoot the robot?
I'm gonna shoot the
And this
robot.
is your first turn of not holding your breath.
Right.
You're all right for a couple of turns, but you know.
I'm gonna
only
say
10 seconds, but eventually.
yeah. Take care of that valve. I'm gonna attack the robot. I'm gonna do a double.
And you say that while holding your breath.
Yeah. You know what?
Actually, you already did do that because
I talked to you on the radio last week.
Yeah.
Take 2 more points of damage because you were fully exposed during that.
Put your pants back on.
All right.
The pants stay off.
Hot The song is called Hot Pants. All right. Are you pushing your strength?
I am.
All right. Spend 2 power.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Roll
just
your
like last
basic
time. I'm
damage.
gonna do double shots, pushing both of them.
Oh, what are you shooting?
He's shooting the robot. I'm going to go for
okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna do the valve. Okay. So here he is. Go ahead. He's got a 4 defense, 2 shots. He'd be -7 to hit.
Okay. 16.
No, you don't have a 23 to hit, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, I do not. I've got a 16 or an 18.
And
14.
At minus, do you have a 21 to hit?
I've got an 18 to hit.
Nope, you're -7. You needed 11s. Miss and miss. Flying around the chamber.
Wow. Okay.
And Gilgamesh is there.
I already acted this round.
Right, but there is a Molbot there, and you're shooting at me, but there is this big beefy guy on the floor. Even or odd? Even, odd. He goes after you, Hotshot, leaps up at you, trying to drill you, and your physical defense is, I think, a 4? Physical defense?
Physical defense is 3.
3. I need an 18. I drill you. Ziz for 11. Sharp kinetic.
Wow.
Wait
All
a
right.
minute. But first, do your D8 plus 1 damage against the robot. Because it's exposing itself to your flame.
8. Oh, and the 7.
7 total?
Yeah, 7 total.
Energy takes 4, which you can roll with.
So what's the total?
Then 11. 11 sharp kinetic.
11 sharp kinetic. Okay, so I can roll with 3 of it. So I'm down to 8.
Ooh, that was just a point shy of knocking you out. You can't keep doing that.
Well, I've got 17 hit points remaining. So
Oh, 17 remaining. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so that's
So you
8.
can take another 1 or 2 of those.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty badass. Still, it's not going your way. Okay, you're done. Back to the fight. Tigress, you're in on this. Everybody roll initiative. Remember to roll initiative for Euphrates also. Okay. And what do we got? Molbots. And the man himself. Highest I got is a 4. What do you guys got?
7. 9.
9. Go 9.
Euphrates? Tiger's 4 and Euphrates got a 3. So
All right.
Okay.
And again,
There's still a Molbot in the truck.
Okay, Molbot goes
You
down.
you hurt it like badly with your one swing last.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one swing to push.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot to be said for just focusing and not flailing away blindly.
When they have armor, you gotta put it all in one. Okay. And again, my base 2 hit is 20 there. So minus whatever they're minusing me.
4, so 16.
16. Okay. 11. Yes. 2d8 plus 4 because of my push.
And you rolled really high last time.
Let's see how we do this then. 3, 4. So 8.
8 of kinetic. Really? That's all with the plus?
I only rolled 4 total.
Oh, 4 total. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rolls with it. Ting. All right. Well, that was a bad round. That was 9, 8, 7.
7 is when I, in the driver's seat, pop the clutch, put it in drive, and shout out the window, "Shutterbug, get out of the way!"
Shutterbug is not in the, he's not in the room, so we'll get back to him. Are you going to go whether he gets out of the way or not?
Shutterbug.
I'm just going to try to.
Oh, yeah. So do your line again. Shutterbug is at the driver's seat.
Shutterbug, get out of the way!
He's gonna hit that guy.
Oh, and you can't. You're a bug guy in headlights. Are you going to drive anyway? I mean, you could probably be hitting this. I'm also just getting the truck in here.
I was also thinking that the truck would count as area effect since it's so wide, so it might get dodged.
Are you trying to ram the bad guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ram the bad guy.
Right. Okay. So, are you? Do you have a truck driver background? You're an impressionist.
Yeah,
he can do a great impression of a truck driver.
So here's the truck's character sheet, or vehicle sheet. It's just this big thing. It doesn't have weapons, but it has an acceleration of 128, and it has a base hand damage of 2d8. So, and you can make it push by burning its power. So, what's the handling? No handling modifier. So, this is an unskilled thing you're trying to do.
Yes.
Your agility save is 12. Normally, you get a +3 automatically for things you're familiar with. You're an accountant and an impressionist. You're not a truck driver. So your base to hit is just a 12.
I'm fine with doing damage to the transmission.
Okay, it's a 12. He's got no physical defense. So 12 or less, you hit him with his own damn truck. Just barely, you clip him. All right, so you burn the truck's power because you can make it push. We're all starting the engine. 7, 8, 9, 11 of blunt kinetic from being rammed by the truck. Does have armor though. 5 armor. You do 6 to him. You can only roll with 4. Do a couple of hit points. He's not knocked back, so you've got him on the front grill as you're moving along, and you get to move that truck. The initial acceleration of 128, 12.8. So,
oh my God.
Where do you want to drive to?
Can I do a reaction towards the middle and try to grab the grill?
You don't have an action? Nope. No. You can chase after him later. Got it. Too bad. You might want to invent some kind of
It might be appropriate for his driving straight towards the wall of the building.
Like a glowing You're driving because you want to smash.
Right.
You know you're going to take the effects of ramming into the side of the building too, and you're not wearing armor.
Well,
I'm sure about this.
I mean, I'm can only accelerate so fast this run, so I can't be barreling
You,
too fast.
you see the damage you did to him? That's the damage you will cause in the crash. That same kind of scale.
We're still back here.
And yeah, there's people on board.
Because drama.
So what you really want to do is aim it toward the side of a building and then roll out of the driver's seat before it hits.
Yeah,
that's what you really want to do.
So I get other people in the back.
Yeah.
But I do like the thought of ramming anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I think we can all take the damage.
All right, so you're where?
I like
right
it.
happening? It's over here, right? Yeah, but you were
Calculated risk.
about here. Where are you driving to?
Well,
Do we have a little vehicle?
Nothing
Nothing we could use for a little vehicle? No. Darn.
we're in the cargo crane area.
How about a big? How about a really big D6?
These are
And
like.
it's
looks truck-like.
pointed. It's pointed this way.
D6, Jeff.
I guess we're gonna go towards one of our water tanks.
You could smash right there at the emergency water tanks. Okay. The emergency water tanks are not dodging. You have 12 plus 6 is an 18. Because you're not a truck driver, you could miss them.
Fair enough. A 6.
Okay. Crunch. What is the water tank zone? That's S.
S.
Let me see what additional dangers you just exposed yourself to. The tanks are leaking. That's all.
Okay.
Crunch.
Maybe
Fine.
it'll make you more
So, first of all, let's do oil bearing. Okay. That's the guy you really care about. That's with the plus for pushing?
Oh no, that's 7.
7, yeah, that's 2 that he rolls with. So, yeah, he's like gently nestled against the big wall of the oil tanks. Then 2 of the oil tanks. I'm curious. Kind of
14. And
14. Yeah, let's say the structure on that is about a 5, so that's about a 9. So you've done. You've made a dent that's about as big. See that section of the wall past the door? It's about that big of an area is caved in by the side of the tank.
If the oil baron
Now to the vehicle, to where vehicles can blow up. 4. Not under those circumstances, though. The
Sweet.
truck is, I think, will be almost. Oh, you've got the sheet. Can I have the sheet back?
Sure.
Its kinetic armor is. It's built that way. Yeah, but it's essentially undamaged. But you inside are taking this damage.
I'm not wearing a seatbelt,
Make a luck roll. You don't hear your seatbelt on?
No, I don't
You
have a
didn't
seatbelt
say.
Well, a luck roll to see if you put it on, maybe.
4. I'll say you did put your seatbelt on, and roll again to see if it's got like airbags.
Okay. 9. Made it.
Okay, you're belted in and airbagged, so we're just gonna divide the damage you take by 4.
Right,
So roll it
9.
with,
I'll take.
with
right
the
now.
plus for pushing.
Oh no, that's the 11.
I'll include that. 11, half would be 6, half would be 3. Take 3 points of damage, which you can roll with.
I will roll that.
And in the back, Tatterclaw.
Yes.
Roll the damage on him, who's not belted in, or 4.
But I can't just
With the
jump
plus
in.
for pushing.
I keep forgetting.
But-
6.
But I'm probably in the air.
You mean hovering?
Yeah.
No,
I'm not doing it.
gliding requires constant motion.
That's my reaction to all this, so I might
once you're in there, you're on the ground.
Okay.
How much? 6 total. So you're knocked for 6.
Turn my head.
You have any armor protection?
Armor, no.
But how much can you roll with?
I can roll with 5 of those.
Okay, you roll with 5, you take a hit point.
Okay.
What's that?
You're banked up a little. And then the robot.
Dave and I.
Who else is in the back? That's it, right? Just
No, I added
14. You've been incredibly lucky with these secondary effects. 14.
No, the 6 can't hit the plus. Is there a walking distance?
Armor, he's got 4, so takes 10. 5.
What's the land on?
2 minutes by car.
You guys will eat there or bring stuff back.
We usually eat there.
Well, 10 takes 5 hit points. So that thing's all knocked around and stuff. And, it could be off its feet, too. 2 goes skunk up to the front of the trailer, and agility save, and it's prone at the moment.
Sweet.
Which is
Plus
+3
3
for you to hit and -3 for it to hit.
Yeah,
On
I
side.
think we were also.
Yeah. And now what are you rolling for?
This will
I
be
think
for
it was
Tigress.
Tigress is not in the truck. You guys, your minis aren't there.
I did attack. I'm not sure if the
You
minis
could have
are.
attacked. You both of you could have attacked from outside the open door.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I've been assuming.
Okay, that's fine. I just,
Where your minis were there?
Yeah,
we were in the back.
I moved
I
them
don't
up this.
know.
Your minis were in the back of the truck. You're in
That's
the
fine.
back of the truck.
Also-
Sorry.
Damage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't
You
have
fell right on the drill.
armor is not a thing you do. How much power do you have?
I have 78 power.
So you take 7 points of power,
Okay, I guess it's.
and you take 5 hit points.
And then for Euphrates, 14 against Euphrates.
Jeez, okay, that's where your luck ran out of your teammates.
Alright,
So you
so
didn't take
you
more
can-
than half of your remaining hits, did you, Tigress?
No.
Okay, so you're not knocked out.
Okay, so.
Just banged up.
You can roll 6.
He has some armor, doesn't he? Kinetic armor protection. It's right above those lines for initiative and movement.
Armor, kinetic, 2.
So take 2 off the top,
Okay, so 12.
and then you rolled with a tenth of your power, which was
6.
6.
So if you take 6.
Yeah, that's not one his either.
No, yeah.
All right, and now we gotta do knockback. So what's his mass roll? That's way near the top. There it is.
Yeah.
Roll that.
D6 plus 1.
Okay, 6 minus this is how far he goes flying. 6.
Yeah, it's 6. So 0.
So 0. And you took 5. And what is your mass roll?
D4.
So yeah, you'll probably go skidding a little bit. 4. Wow. 1. So slide her forward 1 farther into the truck, and make an agility save at -1 to stay on your feet. Yeah, exactly right. Thank you. You made it? Okay.
12.
You stumble forward a little bit, but you don't fall off your feet. That's what all you just did.
Was there
You're proud of yourself.
crushed between the truck and the wall?
He is pinned between.
Is there a chance that that device that he's carrying is damaged?
Or goes off.
Oh,
His face.
that
In the
is
backpack,
a perfectly fair question. Yes, you have a chance that the impact, while it didn't hurt him that much, may have burst his chemical dispersion tank. So roll the damage. It's that same roll. 2d8 plus 2. You need to roll a lot.
10.
Not enough. What? Wait, 12?
Well, with the pushing, it would be 12.
12 is exactly enough. You break his chemical dispersant. While you're at it, roll again to see if you break his armor.
Oh, I like this. I like where this is going. 12.
It's the same number for all gear for him.
Created a new chemical future.
That's it. He has no armor or chemical dispersson now. So he's just a dude. Now pinned between his own truck and the water tank.
Oh my God, he's got to change his superhero gimmick to driving trucks into people.
All right. Is that was all on phase 7 of your fight. We'll keep counting down. 6, 5, 4.
Tigers has a 4.
Okay, Tigress. What's your agility score, please?
26.
You go before any other 4s.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna attack this robot that's.
You can totally do that, and it's prone, so you get a +3 to hit it. Minus it's got a 4 defense, so it has 1 defense left.
Okay.
You're a -1 to hit it.
I have to roll a
Do
20.
you want to make multiple attacks at -3? So 20 minus you need 17s.
But then its armor counts multiple times. So it's good.
Yeah. Or you could push, or you could attack it multiple times, pushing every time.
I'm just gonna attack once, and I'm gonna
One powerful thrust. Okay.
push on the gauge.
Okay. So anything but a 20 will hit it.
19.
All right, hits.
Tried so hard to miss it.
I tried your damage roll and give yourself an extra 2 points of damage.
7, 11.
11. A Molbot. 7 get through. Rolls with 4. Takes 3 hits. It's still squirming. And that was phase 4 on 4. Oil Baron himself.
But he's all chemical burnt now, and
No, the device is broken. The chemical dispersant has flowed out. There's also the tank already leaking, and now it's kind of ruptured, so the dispersant has flowed away with the water. Try to get free. What is the mass roll of the truck, please? Because that's what
give you the sheet back.
Oh, I got it. Mass roll of the truck is a D6 and a D8. Will you roll this for me, please? Sure. D6 plus D8. He is pushing his strength to try to get 3. 3. Well, he's going to beat that.
With sheer adrenaline,
5, 6, 8. He rolls. Stumbles out and jumps up on the running board to punch you. How dare you! What's your physical defense?
My physical defense is a 5.
Good old-fashioned fist fight now.
He has a 13 to hit you, -5. Because he's all about counting on the huge area effect of his chemical weapon. Yeah. Needs an 8.
Just like my
He's pushing his strength though. He wants to hurt you badly if he hurts you at all. Needs an 8, and it's a 20, and it's not a fumble.
Darn.
Swoosh.
Would have liked that.
Now would be a good time to demand his surrender. So that was his 4, and his mole bot in the back makes an agility save to keep up, and does. Rolls onto its feet. I got multiple targets. Even its Tattercloak, odd its Tigress. Odd Tigress. What's your physical defense?
7.
Oh, that's a lot. So I need a 14. And I rolled a 2. You are drilled for a maximum damage roll of 18.
Oh,
yes. This,
What?
I think, is probably it.
Yeah.
What's your power?
It's going to knock me out.
Yeah,
Or
what's your power?
69. So I can reduce it by 6.
Yeah, and then you take 12 hit points.
Right.
You
Which
have-
I only have, I have 18 hit points left.
Yeah, but that's more than half. You'll
Yes.
be temporarily knocked unconscious.
Sorry about that.
All right. And phase 4, phase 3.
Euphrates goes.
Euphrates should be going nuts now.
Yeah, Euphrates is real pissed. So he's going to jump in and attack. Let's see.
Pardon my French, but roar!
His claws are 17, so he's definitely going to push for damage.
How far you guys are driving? I'm not sure how far it was, but you're somewhere behind us.
So he is
yeah. He's about.
Let's see, go like 60
there.
feet.
How many of the little squares did you move? From
We moved over 1 full square.
Oh, he's like 10 inches away from where you guys are standing.
They have a 4 defense, right?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so yes, he got
Hit.
that. So he does
Damage.
I push the 10. 10.
It's 10 total.
10 total.
There's now claw marks across the metal body. All right, that is all of that fight, I think, right? Gilgamesh.
Now, are we on an initiative issue over here? Or am I just gonna go
We should be because there's a Molbot. So, Hotshot and Gilgamesh and the Molbot each roll
Hotshot, what do you got?
5.
6. You're first.
All right. I run to the.
But I should say, all of you are exposed to radiation again.
Okay.
So you're gonna take 4.
You know who's not
damage.
exposed to radiation?
And
the slow
you
guys.
spend 1 power. Spend 1 power to activate your flamethrower.
It's my power.
And it will take 4 points of energy. So roll your d8 plus 1 to see how much of that gets mitigated.
3.
So you take 1 more point that you can roll with.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Gilgamesh.
Now I'm going to.
Oh, and the Mobot. Durr. You can get radiation damage too. Let's just do that. Right.
I'm going to boost my strength, and I spend 2 points.
Yeah.
And I just roll the strength to try to turn the wheel.
Grab the mighty wheel. Yes, there's a number you need to roll in order to successfully turn it. How much? Not. Yeah. Okay, that was my face. 6.
Yes.
6, 5, 4, 5. 5. Go.
Double attack on this Mobot thing.
All right.
I'm going to assume Gilgamesh has got turning the wheel.
You look over and you see like all of his back muscles are rippling.
I can't unsee that now. 13.
So what did we figure? Your 2 hit is?
The 2 hit is 18.
18. You're at minus 3 for multiple attacks.
Yes.
Is 15. And minus 4 for its defense. You need 11s.
So
that's a miss.
All right.
Are you pushing these?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Outline. I'm going to spend. Okay.
And food bless itself, right?
Yep. So, all right, 1 more. Come on. 4.
That's a hit.
Yes.
That's more like it. And
2d8 plus 3.
Okay.
A 3 and a 5, so it's 11 points damage.
11 of energy.
Bam.
And 11 and 8. It rolls with 4. Takes 4. That's the first damage on this thing. Okay. You started to singe it. Then the Mobot.
She got knocked out.
I'm still gonna.
So now the timer.
It is drilling into your back.
Okay.
And you're like not able to dodge effectively because you're stuck in that place, twisting the wheel. So what is your physical defense normally? 2. It's going to get a +3 to hit you against that, so that's a +1. And here he goes. A 5 will hit for D10 plus 8, 12 points.
Holy crap.
Of sharp kinetic damage. What's your power?
6, 67. I can soup 6.
Uh-huh. And take 6.
Take 6. I'm fine.
Okay. Tigress, we'll get back to you with that fight. Shutterbug.
Can I roll initiative to get in with this fight? And just go in order.
Oh yeah, you will when they. Did you get to fight last time?
I did.
You did at the
I took my
beginning.
turn.
Okay.
I did,
Just
but
remember
now
when we get back over.
So yeah, that fight is almost done.
Bowhunter. Bowhunter, you're
This is my travel round because I just
right. So
where are you going?
He'll drop you
To
off
the
where
action.
you want to be.
Main reactor. Well,
To
the
the truck
action.
or the reactor?
There's a shit ton of heroes in the truck already and not obvious villains, so you might want to.
Well, that's all the activity I can see, so I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Well, they need help in the reactor chamber too. Says the.
Oh, well, then I can be dropped there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you taste pennies.
All right, and you'll
what about
you'll be in that fight next round.
This is where all the radiation is.
I know.
What's this radiation you speak of?
So we're back to the reactor room. Oh, we just did that.
All the cool
So
kids are
that's
jumping
okay.
into the radiation.
This is the fight by the truck.
All right.
Initiatives, if you're by the truck, and Tigress, roll for initiative, and when your phase comes up, you'll get your wake up roll.
Okay.
You got, what, 4 hit points left?
I have 6 hit points.
6 hit points left. So that is your target number on a d20 to wake up, even if nobody's helping you. So you'll recover from that. How are we doing on time, guys?
Oh,
5
pretty
minutes.
close, yeah.
This is going pretty much perfectly. All right. So, you know what? After having you roll initiative for that fight, I think we should hand wave it because there's nothing much that Oil Baron can do.
Well, I mean, it's basically between the two of us to see who gets to deliver the coup de grace.
Go for it. Oil Baron?
All right.
Flip a coin. Make him call up his.
Who's got higher initiatives?
You should. I've got a 5.
I have a 3.
All right. So go ahead.
Do you radio that we should call?
Have you got Oil Baron? Have you got Oil Baron quartered? I don't know a thing about Oil Baron. I never saw him. It's not right.
Well, I'll push myself to run the 10 to him.
Not a problem. Well, you don't need to push to run 10. Your movement rate is 5. No, because now we're at normal man-to-man scale. It's your full movement rate.
My ground movement is 25.
You go 25 of those
these
squares.
Oh.
See, that's
5 of these
squares. Map of that parking lot.
So I'll yell at him as I'm running up. Tell your mobots to stay
You
down.
again?
Disable your mobots. And I'll wind up for an uppercut.
So you're going to punch him rather than trying to get him to surrender?
No, I'm asking him to disable his mobots, and I'm threatening to.
Never! Oh, you're threatening.
Does he have some
again,
control
are you
device or
wait
something?
to see what his reaction is, or are you following through?
I'm hoping that he will call off his bot.
All right, because it takes an action to try to compel a bad guy to do something. So you'd be doing that instead of punching.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, got it. So what's your cool save?
You know who's right there to punch him if he doesn't, though.
Doesn't he have some kind of
You know who can go to the fire of God and
there's some modifiers.
So
And it's
that might
going
be
to
useful.
be,
If I can get out of the
so
truck.
you guys, I'd say at the moment, have a major advantage because he is without powers, and he's getting reports back that his mobots are being defeated all over the place. So 11 plus 9 is a 20, but you wanted to do what?
I want him to disable his mobots remotely.
That's
Stop the damage. The world sees what a crazy bastard you are.
Okay. All right. -6, so 14 or less. You will do it.
8.
Very well. In exchange for my freedom.
It's not my turn anymore. Sure.
Mobots are withdrawn. We shall fight you another day.
We'll see about that.
I didn't roll their initiative. We're in that fight.
The world
tonight.
will see.
I don't even know.
If we get drilled on the way up.
I said you could go, but my friends.
So
He's
all
still
over the
gonna punch
map, mobots go.
Entirely.
All right. So that was what phase?
5.
5, 4. You're a 4.
I'm fine.
You're a 5. Okay.
I'm gonna fly out of this thing. This guy.
Robot goes.
Cool. I fly out of here and I'm ready to hit this guy with fear if you need to, but otherwise.
He's backing away from the cabin, holding his hands up.
Well, I'll fearify him. That's not contrary to our.
All right.
He can run away scared.
Okay. You fly up and you fear blast
Fear
him.
of
So
countercloaking.
there's a roll to hit involved.
That is fear 16 or less.
Okay. To hit versus his mental defense, I believe, which is a 1, so you need a 15.
All the words.
To attempt to fear.
Well, I'm gonna blow some power here.
You're gonna push your fear.
I push my fear.
It's gear
You
movement.
got some armor? I got in the fight, but utility.
Oh, I blow it. All right. He runs. He's so scared.
You're
He runs
trying
away
to get
from
it set up, but it doesn't happen. That was phase 5. Phase 4. He gives you a bow, turns, and runs away.
Shoot him, Schnoz, shoot him.
You let him go, but now you can go get him again.
Hamstring him.
That's phase 4. 3, 2,
3 is when I
3.
finally get out from behind the airbags and come out.
Where is the outfit? You can smell where he's going.
I could do that. Alright, I'll try to track him down while the other is
All right.
wrap things up here.
Okay. Make a perception roll. There's some modifiers. It's impressive.
You can smell where he's going. Does it smell like
No,
prison?
not impressive.
Well, that's not bad. That's a 12.
Oh, sorry. That's right.
Okay, good job. You smell a dusty country road and like a little electric car.
Electric car.
And you smell a nearby farm.
Okay. So
like they have around these parts.
So after we finish up here, we'll have to drive around and find a farm with an electric car.
Yeah, well, you also know the exact direction and distance to the farm.
Sweet. All right, so we go there, track them down all together, and catch them afterwards.
Let's get back to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, turn that wheel.
Yes. And this thing is tougher than I thought.
You're sizzling with a little bit more radiation.
So I grab my mace Sharur and use the shaft and jam into the wheel with the lever.
I'll give you an extra whatever. What is the damage plus on that?
The damage plus, well, my mace, my regular strength is a D8 plus a D10.
Yeah.
The mace is 2D8 plus a D10 plus 1.
Fine, roll that.
All right.
And you're pushing?
Yes.
Just be aware that if you fail to turn the wheel, that damage will be done to your mace. You could break it.
Okay. 5, 11, 14, 16.
It's enough.
Hope you're turning it the right way, buddy.
The radioactive mist gets sucked.
This is a Babylon. Righty tighty.
And it goes from red alert to yellow alert.
And I see the Molbot deactivate, and I go, I have to go to the radiation chamber.
What is this radiation everybody is speaking
You got like a little sword.
Plenty of children. Don't worry about it.
Iodine pills for all.
So, if this was a normal session, you would each get a couple of experience points, which are the same kind of points your characters are built from. In the new edition of Villains Vigilantes, we don't do experience levels in the same way. Levels are just an ability, which you can buy with your points or not, if you feel like it. All right, and you're welcome to keep the character sheets.
Thank
If
you.
want. I can make them up.
Another thing, when we go and confront him at the house,
Yeah.
I want to deliver the coup drop blow, and I want to.
Or I can just tear
Yeah,
the
there's
house
the
down.
scene. There's the follow-up scene where Oil Baron is like crouched in his little tiny electric car, going. Haha, they'll never think that I'm trying to escape in an electric car. And then like, the camera pans back. He's surrounded by your team.
Can't sneak away from
Yeah.
And I want
Roll
to say,
credit.
oh shoot.
That would
Oil
be
Baron
the weirdest
appears
story
in
for
the
Qatar.
free download for Villains Vigilantes that we have posted on RPG.